Welcome to Cubs Classics, presented by Prevagen. You're watching the Rockies and Cubs from August of 2001 with Pat Hughes and Santo on the call. Enjoy.
Chicago Cubs baseball is on the air.
Tapani on the mound and Robert Machado the catcher. Fred McGriff playing first base for the Cubs tonight. Eric Young at second. Ricky Gutierrez at short and Ron Coomer over at third. And the outfield from left to right, Delano DeShields, Gary Matthews Jr., and Sammy Sosa. Ronnie, tell us about Kevin Tapani.
Well, he's been outstanding, Pat. Just no support in his last, I would say, 4 outings. But he has kept us in every ball game. He's 8-8 on the year with a 4-point ERA. And he's been tremendous. And, you know, he had surgery over the winter, which that knee has turned out pretty good. I think he's only missed 1 or 2 starts at the most, maybe just 1. But he's thrown as good as I've seen him. I thought in spring training I was a little concerned because he was like Jeff Fassero, maybe throwing 84, 85 miles an hour. But when that season started, he picked it up a notch.
Ronnie, do you find that is the case? Both of those guys you mentioned are veterans, 37, 38 years old. They kind of know, they've been through it before. They know how to get ready. They
don't have to make the ball club. And when that bell rings, it's something else. And I really mean it. I think everybody, spring training, other than the young guys trying to make a ball club or somebody that's been traded, other than that, when that bell rings, Patrick, you're up another notch.
Juan Pierre, the leadoff hitter. The bell rings for tonight's game. We're underway. The count is 0-2 on Juan Pierre. Pierre, a left-handed batting center fielder. Tapani into his motion, and the strike 2 pitch on the way. Fastball is high, 1-2. The Colorado Rockies in last place in the West, 46-65. They've really fallen on hard times. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Soft foul over the screen, out of play.
And you know, you really have to worry about a team that is falling on hard times. When you come into Wrigley Field with this crowd, boy, I don't care how bad you're playing, you can get up.
It is always great to get back after a road trip. Cubs have 17 games here at Wrigley in the month of August. Here's a ground ball slowly hit to the right side. Glove by Young. Quick short throw in time. Pierre grounds out to the second baseman, 1 away, and here's Jose Ortiz. Yeah, the Cubs run are down to just 22 road games for the rest of the year. 21 road games and 31 home games, including this one here tonight. And that's the way you like it if you're in a pennant race. You'd much rather be in front of the home folks than on the road. Here's the pitch to Ortiz, a strike, 0-1.
Well, that trip to the West Coast seemed like a month.
Cubs lost 4 of the 6. Tapani's 0-1. Lifted to right, foul and out of play. Ortiz, a right-handed batting second baseman. The Cubs have not seen this team since late April in Colorado. The Cubs lost 2 out of 3 at Mile High, or rather at Coors Field, which is also a mile high, incidentally. Boy, I tried to get out of that one. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3.
I thought you did a great job. I mean, you had not only a great job, but the truth. It is a mile high.
Ortiz, a strikeout victim. 2 down, and here's Jeff Cirillo.
At Mile High Stadium,
yeah, the Rockies took 2 out of 3 at Coors back on April 24, 5 and 6. Mike Hampton beat Kevin Tapani in game 1 of that series. Tapani had one of his only bad outings that night, as Tapani in Colorado gave up 10 earned runs in 3 1/3. Tapani to face Cirillo. The pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. In the middle game of that series, the Cubs lost in extra innings after Todd Hundley's 9th inning pinch hit homer tied the game at 5. This guy, Jeff Cirillo, had a game-winning sac fly in that game. And then in game 3, it was John Lieber who gave up only 2 runs in 7 innings, which is a magnificent performance at Coors Field. And the Cubs won the game 7-2. Cirillo pops it up foul, right side over near the dugout, and dropping foul right near the Rocky first base dugout. No balls and 2 strikes.
You know, after being in Dodger Stadium, coming back to Wrigley Field and seeing that the foul territory here isn't much compared to over there. It's forever.
Yep, here between the bases and the dugouts, you got maybe 40 feet.
Yep.
Behind the plate area to the backstop, maybe 60, 65 tops. And very little room as you get down the lines here at Wrigley. Here comes the strike 2 pitch. Cirillo hits a drive to right center. Back goes Sosa. Sosa back near the fence in right. Sammy leaps and makes a great catch. Sosa took a double away from Jeff Cirillo with an excellent leaping catch up against the vines out in right center. 3 up, 3 down at the end of half an inning. Colorado nothing, and the Cubs coming up.
Hey Cubs fans, has your child ever dreamed of becoming a broadcaster for the Chicago Cubs?
Let's get things started. That's right. This is Cubs Live.
Well, now is your chance to make that a reality by entering the Junior Broadcaster Contest sponsored by Wintrust. One lucky winner will receive a VIP experience as a junior broadcaster at an upcoming home game.
That's drilled left field. Gone!
Visit MarqueeSportsNetwork.com/junior broadcaster or scan to enter now.
What gets you out of bed in the morning? For me, it's you. I love helping my neighbors. My dream is to help you realize yours. You're my neighbors, my friends. So for me, banking is so personal.
Okay, which one is better? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. Nearly 1 billion people live with completely avoidable vision loss. Don't be one of them. Get your eyes checked.
Listen to no critics, so we shut them out. We got pain and fatigue, but never sitting down. We going up, touching on the ceiling now. He can't bring us down, never gon' bring us down. Yeah, shout out to the ones who always stuck around. When you put in work, luck is always back around. This the 18, put on for the whole town. Making history here when we go down. Get it, this the 18. 18.
With Ron Santo, Pat Hughes at Wrigley. Fine play by Sammy Sosa, taking an extra base hit away from Cirillo. And Ron made the point during the commercial break that ball is really going to carry tonight.
I mean, Cirillo just stuck that bat out there, and that ball looked like a routine fly ball. I thought you did a great job, Patrick, because to me that was going to be routine until I saw Sammy going back. And I think Sammy, even normally, if a ball's hit pretty good, he'll turn and go to the wall, but he felt that ball was going to be hit at him, and it just kept carrying. Very, very warm tonight. Probably the warmest night of the year.
Ronnie, tell us about Denny Nagel.
Well, Denny Nagel is pretty much a finesse pitcher, Patrick. He's pitched well against the Cubs. We have had a little success against him, but he's a guy that's going to change speeds all the time. He's not going to beat you with the fastball.
He's a tall left-hander, and his first pitch to Eric Young is outside. It's ball 1. Nagel overall has split his 12 decisions. He had a no decision against the Cubs back on April 25. He worked 6 innings that night. Here's Young taking a strike. Eric bluffing a bunt. 1 ball and 1 strike on the Cubs second baseman. Young hitting .270. He'll be followed by Gutierrez and Sosa. Nagel delivers 1-1, and Young hits a fly ball to shallow left. Shumpert racing in, and the left fielder makes the catch. 1 away. Shumpert, the former Cub, in left, Pierre in center, and Ochoa in right. Ochoa acquired from Cincinnati a couple of weeks ago. Pelton at first, Ortiz at second, Uribe at short, and Cirillo at third. Mel Hughes catching, and Nagel on the mound. Lots of new faces on this ball club.
Yeah, a lot of new faces, but when you look at this ball club at the beginning of the year, Patrick, you know, of course you look at Walker and Helton as the power hitters on this ball club. But other than that, I did not see a lot of offense, even though they're in a ballpark that'll produce a lot of offense.
Here's Gutierrez lining a base hit to left. Solid single. Gutierrez elevated to the number 2 spot in the order. And Ronnie, I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but it just seems like when Ricky has hit in the number 2 spot that the Cubs have scored more runs than when he was in the bottom part of the order.
Absolutely, Patrick. Gutierrez likes to hit in that spot. He's become a good hitter. Penton has worked with Gutierrez ever since he's been a Cub. And he's had a little more power in that number 2 spot than a lot of number 2 hitters. But he's happy to be back there. But the reason I think that Baylor moves him around a little bit is that it doesn't bother him. He'll do whatever's best for the team.
No score, bottom of the first, 1 away. Here's Sosa, the pitch by Nagel. Inside for a ball. Sammy with 3 career homers against Denny Nagel. 11 hits lifetime, hitting about .250 against Denny. Nagel, a big man, 6'3", 225 pounds. In the first year of a 5-year contract that he signed as a free agent last winter.
It's hard to believe.
Here's the 1-0. Sosa takes up and in, ball 2, 2-0.
I mean, in that ballpark, a guy like this, in that ballpark, where he's not going to throw the fastball by you. Don't get me wrong, guys like Nagel who are good pitchers, but they got to hit spots or they're going to get hurt.
That breeze blowing out at Wrigley Field tonight on this sweltering summer night. Here's the 2-0, and Sosa hits a high pop-up foul and back out of play. Nagel up around the letters with that pitch. I don't know if that's the place you want to be tonight, Ron, up above the belt.
Not with an 85-mile-an-hour fastball. That's definitely not the place on a night like tonight. And with this man that's got great bat speed, I think Sammy was kind of surprised on it, but for a hitter, when you see a high fastball, your eyes kind of open up.
Sammy homered in each of the last 2 games of that Dodgers series, Saturday and Sunday. He has 37 for the year, 101 RBIs. Gutierrez at first, 1 away, last of the first. Sosa's power has been amazing. If you follow Cub baseball, you know that. He's had at least 35 homers and 100 RBIs, 7 straight years now. Here comes the 2-1. Sosa swings and misses at a high change, 2-2.
See, now, in this situation where Sammy might get a little anxious, and I only say that because of the fact that the wind, it doesn't matter with Sammy. I don't think he really looks at the wind. I shouldn't even mention that. But when somebody doesn't throw as hard and throws that changeup, you get a little anxious and overswing. What he's got to do is stay within himself.
The outfield is deep, you know that. The tall left-hander is set. The lead by Gutierrez. The pitch. Sosa hits a high pop-up on the infield. Easy play near the mound for the third baseman Cirillo right on the mound. The third baseman made the catch, and there are 2 down. And here's McGriff.
But if we're going to win ball games, Patrick, with our offense, other than Sammy, you know, 1 or 2 guys can't do it. Team. It takes a team. And it's about time that the rest of these guys start swinging a hot bat.
0-0 game, first inning, 2 down. Here's McGriff. Meanwhile, down in Atlanta, the Braves and the Astros are tied 1-1 in the second inning. A sacrifice fly by Ray Sanchez. Former Cub, Ray now with Atlanta, tied the game a moment ago. Nagel to McGriff, the pitch. Up and in, ball 1. So we'll keep you updated. Andy Mazur of WGN Sports is going to chime in a few times with updates from Atlanta.
What's the score they get?
1-1, second inning. Here, 0-0, first inning. Veteran against veteran. Nagel to McGriff, the pitch. Fred takes a strike, and the count 1-1. Nagel, born in Annapolis, Maryland, makes his home in Morrison, Colorado. He is in his 11th big league season. It's his 6th different organization. He came up with Minnesota. Now the 1-1 to McGriff. High for a ball, 2-1. Then he went to the Pirates. He went to Atlanta, Cincinnati, the Yankees last year, and now with Colorado. This guy's made 5 different trips to the postseason.
Yeah.
Denny Nagel.
You get moved around, you get lucky.
Here comes the 2-1. And McGriff takes outside with Ron Coomer on deck.
And Ronnie's been red hot. He's been in his zone.
Let me ask you this, 3-1 count, 2 down. Do you send Gutierrez on the pitch?
Sure. McGriff hits left-handers as well as he does right-handers.
Ricky with a short lead. Nagel now ready for the 3-1. Delivers. McGriff takes outside. Ball 4. Gutierrez was not moving, but now he is to second base, and here's Coomer with 2 outs and 2 on.
You know, I know Gutierrez. I was watching him, Pat, and evidently maybe Nagel has a better move than I know, but he took a step back towards first base. He was not going, but it doesn't look like he's got a read on Nagel either.
Let's see if Ron Coomer can get the Cubs on the board early. Coomer has been one of the hottest hitters on the team. In the last 10 games, his average .361.
And Ron goes the other way. This is the kind of pitcher that you have to think about going to the opposite field by staying back on the ball. And you'll still end up pulling the ball if you're back.
2 outs, 2 on. Nagel to Coomer. Here's the pitch. Ronnie swings and misses at a high fastball. It's 0-1. Nagel pitched in the World Series last fall. He started game 4 at Shea for the Yankees. Had no decision, as he did earn his first World Series championship ring last October. Nagel now the 0-1. Coomer takes off speed and down low, and it's 1-1. Ron, a guy like Nagel, as a hitter, are you tempted until you get 2 strikes? When you get 2 strikes, I know you got to be looking fastball and adjust, but until then, first or second pitch up there, are you tempted to just be sitting on a changeup?
Well, you know, you're tempted. It just depends on the count, and in the back of your mind, there are hitters that look for pitches, but believe me, Patrick, and I honestly mean this, I never look for a pitch. I look fastball because it's hard to explain, but in order to hit, or I would think more with Nagel of hitting the ball to right field, so I'd stay back longer.
Here's the 1-1. Coomer takes a strike on the inside corner, and the count 1-2.
Boy, Angel Hernandez behind the plate, and you talk about an umpire that is in great shape. Angel Hernandez, one of the best. He works out all the time. But he has a high strike zone. And now Coomer taking a little time here. And Nagel's the kind of guy that can take advantage of that.
0-0 game, bottom of the first. Atlanta settled for 1 run. It's 1-1 Braves and Houston in the third. 2 outs, 2 on for the Cubs in the first. 0-0 game. And the 1-2 pitch. Coomer strikes out swinging. He got him on a changeup. The Cubs leave 2, and at the end of 1, Cubs 0, Colorado 0.
You better move if you wanna go. Go ahead, yeah, on a roll. Turn up, yeah, listen to it. You better do it if you're gonna do it. Yeah, I never seen something like this, no. Never seen nothing.
It's your
like
journey.
this.
Own it in the Hyundai Tucson. Now, get 2.99% APR for 48 months on the Tucson with new inventory arriving daily. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
Seems to us, your money should work as hard for you as you work for it. Maybe harder. But making the most of all you've been given isn't about you alone. so you shouldn't have to figure it out alone. At Thrivent, we've helped clients with advice, investments, insurance, banking, and generosity for over 100 years. For expert solutions that can help you live a life that's rich beyond money. See how your money can do more at Thrivent.com or text Thrive to 444-555.
Toby, what's up? Wait, Toby, are you saying we need an AC tune-up?
It is hot in here.
Who do we call? Four Seasons. Family owned.
And they're a local business.
Call Four Seasons today and save $50, which includes a 1-year no-breakdown guarantee.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
Well, we have this fax machine, this beautiful fax machine from 7 right between us. Todd Helton swings and fouls it away. The dangerous left-handed hitting Helton. He has already reached the 100 RBI barrier. 34 home runs and a .325 average. And I know he plays half of his games at Coors Field, but he's a good hitter anyway. Here's a fastball strike, and it's 0-2. This guy could hit in any ballpark.
You know, he's a better hitter when Walker is in there. And the only reason I say that is because if nobody's hitting behind Helton, he's not going to be pitched to. It's just like Sammy when somebody's not hitting behind Sammy.
No balls and 2 strikes. Tapani, the veteran, kicks and fires, and Helton golfs it foul off to the left out of play. But our fax number, we'd love to hear from you, and we'll read some of your faxes on the air. The 7 fax number, 773-244-3971. The pitch to Helton, swing and a miss, strike 3. Tapani went right after him. 1 away here in the second inning, and the batter, Alex Ochoa.
Well, I know these hitters, and also Tapani realizes that Angel Hernandez behind the plate is a high ball umpire, and he's going to keep that ball up there. He's got good command. Of course, you don't want to make a mistake of it.
Ochoa, right-handed hitter, hitting .294, bunts in the air, and it's caught by the catcher Machado. He ran up the third baseline, and Machado made the catch maybe 20 feet away from home plate as Ochoa tried to bunt. And Ronnie, I have to be honest, for a guy in the middle of the order on a night when the wind is blowing out, that is surprising to see a bunt attempt.
You're exactly right. That's ridiculous. And you got Shumpert coming behind him, who's not a power hitter. Now, it doesn't make sense. It's just somebody not thinking. That's all I can say. He's got power, too. We've seen the power he has.
Yeah, he had 7 homers, 42 RBIs, but he's gone as Ochoa popped up the bunt to Machado, and here's Terry Shumpert. Terry, a right-handed batter, hitting .265. The pitch, there's a strike. 0-0, second inning. Houston got nothing in the third. It's 1-1. Braves and Astros. Now the 0-1. Shumpert lines a base hit to left over Coomer's head. He hit an off-speed pitch and stroked it to left for a 2-out single. Here's Adam Melhuse.
Well, Dr. Richard Falsetti is here, a big Cub fan who listens to us all the time, Patrick.
Nice to see the good doctor here.
He's a good man.
Adam Melhuse, the batter, hitting .156.
Brought me some Italian sausage.
Is that right?
Yes.
What kind of a doctor is he, Ron? Here's Adam Melhuse taking outside. The runner goes. The throw to second. Not in time. The throw by Machado bouncing in front of Gutierrez off his glove. Had Ricky been able to grab it on the short hop, he might have been able to tag Shumpert, but we'll never know.
Well, that ball definitely beat Shumpert to the bag, and it was a short hop, and maybe Gutierrez took his eye off the ball with the runner coming in there, but they would have had him. Machado's got a great arm.
2 outs and a man at second. 0-0 game. 1 ball, no strikes on the left-handed batting Melhuse. The pitch. Half swing. That'll cost him a full strike, and it's 1-1. Melhuse, one of the new faces in the order. Left-handed hitting catcher with a homer and 4 RBIs. Tapani glancing back at Shumpert and delivers. The runner goes, swing and a miss. Throw to third, not in time. From one knee, Machado fired low. Coomer dug out a low throw.
Boy, I'm seeing things early in this ball game that don't make sense. With 2 outs, Shumpert should know better than that. Unless you can go into third base standing up, you sure don't want to make the last out at third. And Ochoa bunting.
2 outs and a man at third. 1-2 on Adam Melhuse.
They got 2 outs up there. There's 1 out.
Here's the pitch. It's down low for a ball. No, there are 2 down. Helton struck out, and Ochoa popped up bunting. Shumpert singled and stole second and now third. 2-2 on Melhuse. And the veteran's pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. No runs on a hit, 1 left. We move to the bottom of the second inning. It's the Cubs nothing and Colorado nothing. Here, 0-0 in the second. Gary Matthews to lead off against Denny Nagel. The left-hander delivers to Matthews, and he takes a strike. Well, Ron, I saw the article in the paper today, and we're getting faxes from Cub fans already regarding the change at the Hall of Fame regarding the procedures to elect a guy through the Veterans Committee into the Hall of Fame. And of course that has a direct effect on you, and we were hoping that next March would be the day that we would get the good news. Here's a looper into shallow right, but Ortiz, the second baseman, backpedaling, makes the catch 1 away. And the batter is DeShields. But according to the new format, I guess you'd call it, you'll have to wait until March of 2003.
Well, I got a call from a friend of mine, Barry Rosner, last night, and Barry called me, and he handled it well. He said, "Did you hear about the Hall of Fame committee?" I said, "No." And he said, "Well, there's some bad news, but there's a lot of good news, you know." And he kind of put it, and he explained to me that they're going to eliminate the Hall of Fame, the 15 Hall of Fame committee, and go to the Hall of Famers, 61 of them, live, that are alive. And I think 13 broadcasters and 13 writers, so it'll be 90 that will vote for the Veterans Committee. But the bad news,
strike to DeShields running 1-2.
They were going to start the voting in 2003, and my first year was next year for the Veterans Committee. So that just means I got to wait 2 more years, and you know it was disappointing because I felt pretty good about the coming year, the best I've ever felt about getting into the Hall of Fame.
Well, Ron, it is going to happen. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to DeShields. It's down low, 3-2. And something that is long overdue is just going to be a little bit more overdue, the way I kind of look at it. And it'll happen in the spring of 2003. But,
you know, the nice part about it, on the Veterans Committee, there was a lot of, on the committee, a lot of Hall of Famers that I played against. They were my peers also. But there's going to be more of them. There's going to be.
DeShields takes high for ball 4, Ron, with 1 away. Machado the batter.
61 guys that have seen me play, have played against me, and that's going to be good. And any time that you can get voted in by your peers is wonderful.
You mentioned Barry Rosner. He did a very nice piece in this morning's Daily Herald sports section. Barry, the outstanding columnist, wrote a great article on you. And
very nice. He just, and the way he knew how I was going to feel. Barry knows me pretty well. So he didn't want to shock me. I got quiet there for a second, but he wrote a beautiful article.
Here's Machado. That picture of Barry is really a lot more handsome than he actually is, though. Here's the pitch on the way. Machado hits a fly ball into right center field. Back goes Pierre. He's got room, and the center fielder makes the catch. And that is the second out here in the second inning. Getting back to first is DeShields. 0-0 game, and here's Tapani. But seriously, that was a good piece by Barry Rosner today. And also a nice article by Bruce Miles in that same sports section about Oscar Acosta, the pitching coach for the Cubs, who has been such a strong force on this year's ball club.
Oh, very definitely.
The work he's done with the staff.
Yes.
Yeah, great
Not
stuff.
enough credit.
Here's Tapani. Tapani hitting .242. No score, second inning. Denny Nagel working on Kevin Tapani. Tall left-hander fires, and Tapani takes high. Nagel went to the University of Minnesota. He was all Big Ten for the Golden Gophers. He was a teammate of Dan Wilson, big league catcher, when he was in at Minnesota. Nagel working very slowly tonight.
Anytime you get men on base, he's like an American League pitcher.
Tapani takes a strike, 1 ball and 1 strike.
I would have to say, though, because of the heat tonight, you're going to take your time. You don't want to throw too many pitches. You won't be in there too long.
I've talked with Tapani, who is also working on the mound tonight. Here's the 1-1. Tapani swings and misses. And Kevin, his philosophy is I think, kind of unique, Ron. He continues to work at a fast pace, and he really concentrates on throwing strikes. He says in this weather, you can't stand out there for 20 or 25 pitches in 1 inning. You just won't have anything left.
That's a good point he brings up. It's almost like if you throw a lot of pitches, then you reach back to get a little more in that fastball, and it's not there.
There's a number up along the first baseline. Nagel barehands it and throws out Tapani to end the inning. The Cubs do not score. They leave 1. We've played 2. Cubs nothing, Rockies nothing.
So tell me about your bond.
Yeah, she's the first one to email me on my birthday every year.
I never miss it because it's automated through Constant Contact.
I've never been in a relationship with a gardener like this.
Actually, landscape architect.
There's really only one number that matters in sports. The number 1. That's why FanDuel built the #1 rated sportsbook app with the most popular parlays and faster payouts, with winnings hitting your bank account in as little as 2 hours. So if you want the best, bet with the best. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customer $1,000 no sweat first bet. Get up to $1,000 in free bets if your first bet doesn't win.
Miller Lite has more taste and only 1 more calorie than Michelob Ultra.
Pat and Ron at Wrigley. To the 3rd inning we go. 0-0. Very muggy night here in Chicago. Juan Uribe will lead off for Colorado. Tapani's first pitch. Uribe takes a slider low for ball 1. The Giants lead Cincinnati 3-2 in the 7th. That game is in Cincinnati. Fastball strike. The Dodgers lead the Pirates 2-1 in the 6th. The Cardinals lead Montreal 3-1 up in Canada. That game is in the 7th inning. And the Phillies lead San Diego 4-0 in the 5th. Fastball is high, 2-1. Well, in case you missed it, Kerry Wood is not going to be pitching in his regular turn in the rotation on Thursday. Here's a high fly ball to shallow left. Routine for Delano DeShields. He's got it, 1 away. Uribe flies to left. 0-0 game, 3rd inning, and here's Denny Nagel. Kerry Wood has some tendonitis in his right shoulder. He will not start on Thursday. The plan is, according to Andy McPhail, he spoke with WGN Sports' Dave Kaplan right before the game. Julian Taveras is going to pitch Thursday. Everyone else, since there was a day off yesterday, here's the pitch to Nagel. It's down low. Since yesterday was a scheduled off day, everyone moves up 1 day.
I see.
So the next time the Cubs will need somebody to take the place of Kerry Wood will be Saturday. Here is a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Saturday, the plan is that Carlos Zambrano, who's pitching for the AAA Iowa Cubs tonight, is a candidate to pitch Saturday for the Chicago Cubs. Here's a ground ball, 1 hop to third. Coomer's got it. The toss across, 2 down. Zambrano tonight, Ronnie, pitching for the Iowa Cubs. He's going to be watched very closely. His pitching count will be monitored very, very closely, and there's a chance that he will pitch Saturday's game against the Giants here at Wrigley for the Cubs.
Well, does that mean that somebody's going to have to go down in order for that to happen?
Yeah, if Zambrano does get called up, absolutely. That would require a roster move. Here's Juan Pierre. 3rd inning, 0-0. Cubs in Colorado. Japanese pitch. Pierre takes inside for a ball.
Well, we got 7 facts here that I have to read. Today is our daughter's birthday, Brooke Lee Kaczynski. She's 3 years old today, it says here. Can you please say hi and happy birthday?
Certainly.
Happy birthday.
We wish that little sweetie pie a happy 3rd birthday anyway. Houston has come back against Atlanta in the 4th inning. A 2-run double by Vinny Castilla, and Houston now leads 4-3 over Greg Maddux. Full count on Juan Pierre. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swung on, grounded to short. Gutierrez grabs it, throws to first, got him. Tapani works another 1-2-3, and at the end of 2.5, Cubs nothing, Colorado nothing. Bottom of inning number 3 with Ron Santo, Pat Hughes, the top of the order for the Cubs, up against Denny Nagel. 0-0 game. The Cubs had 2 on in the first. But Ron Coomer struck out, and then Nagel walked a man in the 2nd inning, but it did not cost him. Let's see if the Cubs can get on the board here in the 3rd.
Yeah, let these fans get into this game.
Nice crowd at Wrigley tonight.
Oh, yes.
Young takes a strike. And those conditions very favorable for lots of offense tonight. Here's the 0-1 to Young. Off the outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Cubs lost 4 of their last 5 on that West Coast journey. Tonight beginning a 6-game homestand. Here's the 1-1. Young takes ball 2. Cubs will be on the road next week for 6. 3 in Houston, 3 in Arizona, and then back home for 10. So you're into a stretch now. The Cubs are going to play 16 of the next 22 games here at home.
Seems like the last 3 weeks we've been in, gone, in, forward.
Strike to Young, 2-2.
Not bad. I mean, you're not going away for a long time, either. Although that West Coast a long time.
Here's the 2-2 to Young. And he strikes out swinging. Eric Young is out number 1.
High fastball.
2nd strikeout for Nagel, and the batter Ricky Gutierrez. Ricky had the only Cubs hit in the 1st inning, a solid single to left. Cubs since the All-Star break 12-12. The Rockies on the other hand, they have lost 33 out of their last 43 games.
Woo.
Gutierrez fouls it away. Colorado, they were in the hunt early in the year. I mean, everyone's in the hunt for the first month or 2 anyway, but they played decent ball up into the month of June. But since they swept a series against Cincinnati in mid-June, there's a ball high and outside. They have only 1 series win since June the 17th. They took 2 out of 3 from the Giants at Coors Field in late July. They haven't won a road series since June. There's a foul off to the right, 1-2.
Boy, not to interrupt you, Patrick, but these Cubs are going after a lot of bad pitches. And when a guy doesn't throw as hard, you have a tendency to get a little bit too anxious. You're going to be a little more disciplined because Nagel will not give you a strike to hit.
There's the ball up high. 2-2 to Gutierrez.
I really don't know how he gets away with some of this stuff. Got to be a little patient. He'll give up a home run, that's for sure.
Nagel's 2-2. Gutierrez takes strike 3 call
right down
on the inside corner. Not too many empty seats anywhere at Wrigley Field. Great bleacher crowd tonight. Rooftop fans across Waveland Avenue and Sheffield Avenue. Now Sammy takes outside on the corner for a called strike. Sammy only the 3rd man in the history of the big leagues to have 7 consecutive seasons as he hits a little looping line drive into center field, a base hit. Soft single to center for Sammy Sosa and the batter Fred McGriff. But Sammy only the 3rd player in the history of the big leagues to have 7 straight years of 35 homers and 100 RBIs. The other 2 guys, both Hall of Famers. Jimmy Fox, he had 9 straight seasons of 35 and 100 back in the 1930s. And Babe Ruth did it for 7 straight years, ending in 1932. That's pretty good company.
That's great company, and I wouldn't be surprised that he does it next year.
Sammy at first, 2 down. Here's McGriff. Fred a base on balls in the first. Lefty against lefty, a couple of former Atlanta Braves facing each other. Houston scored 4 in the 4th against Maddox. Andy Mazur will give us some details at the end of this inning. 5-3 Houston in the 4th inning. Now Nagel taking a lot of time, and finally McGriff backs away. Same 2 teams tomorrow at 1:20 in the afternoon. Jason Beret against John Thompson. And then Thursday, another day game. Mike Hampton for the Rockies against Julian Taveras.
Come on. Nagel.
Nagel backing off the rubber again. Lights have been on since game time. They will not take full effect for another 20 or 30 minutes. Still lots of clouds in the area on this very humid night. And McGriff takes a strike, a breaking ball. It's 0-1.
Boy, a guy like Nagel that throws a lot of junk. Usually, after you make an out, you say, get that junk over.
Careful there, Ronnie. 0-1. Here's the pitch by Nagel. Swung on, hit high in the air, into deep left center.
Come on.
Back is Shumpert near the wall. Leaping, he makes the catch. Up against the 368 sign. Shumpert made the catch. And the inning is over. McGriff just missed. No runs on a hit. 1 left. We move to the 4th. Cubs nothing, Colorado nothing.
Join us as we revisit the extraordinary life of Chicago Cubs Hall of Famer Ron Santo, with never-before-seen footage and interviews with Cubs alumni, including Fergie Jenkins and Billy Williams. Marquee brings you a documentary that takes you through Santo's esteemed career and everlasting impact on the Chicago Cubs. Don't miss the premiere of Marquee Films presents The Remarkable Life of Ron Santo, presented by Budweiser, this Saturday at 5 p.m. right here on Marquee Sports Network.
Are you ready? Let's hit play. Remember being spontaneous? Let's do that. Get-togethers are back. Let's have lots of those. Still working in your PJs? No judgments here. Let's live for every moment. Let's embrace our health and wellness. And together, let's live well. Advocate Healthcare.
What is it that you actually like about the way he mixes things up?
Not overpowering, but is going to try to cut it to try to get you off balance.
Drilled left field. Gone!
In an OPS-driven era, it's beautiful to see this.
Wilson and his brother William getting to exchange lineup cards. Just look at this moment.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field. I'm Andy Mays with a Squirty scoreboard update. In the bottom half of the fourth inning, Houston is now leading Atlanta 5-3. A 4-run inning, an RBI single by Richard Hidalgo, a 2-run double by Vinny Castilla, and an RBI single by Craig Biggio did the damage. Greg Maddux has set a new National League record by going 68 1/3 innings without walking a batter. Elsewhere in the National League, Philadelphia leads San Diego 6-3, top of the sixth. San Francisco in front of Cincinnati 3-2, bottom of the seventh. Florida in front of Arizona 6-0 in the bottom half of the sixth inning. LA leads Pittsburgh 2-1 in the top of the eighth. St. Louis in front of Montreal 3-1 in the top half of the eighth inning. J.D. Drew left that game in the fourth inning with tightness in his lower back. He is day to day. The Mets lead Milwaukee 1-0 in the bottom of the seventh. American League in the bottom of the sixth inning. The Yankees and the Tampa Bay Devil Rays tied at 2 apiece. Baltimore leads Kansas City 1-0 in the top of the fourth. Cleveland, on the strength of a Juan Gonzalez home run, his 28th of the year, leads Minnesota 3-1. And Texas is in front of Detroit 2-1 in the top half of the second inning. Pat?
Andy, thank you very much. Ortiz takes low and away. They count 3 balls, 2 strikes on Ortiz. No score, fourth inning here at Wrigley Field.
You know, I was thinking about Maddux.
Me too, Ron.
Who has this string of hasn't walked anybody in 68 innings. That could.
Here's a drive down the left field line, hooking foul, Ron.
That could be hurting, in my opinion. Because here's a guy that can put the ball anywhere he wants to, but now if he's getting behind, he doesn't want to walk anybody, so a hitter is going to be aware of that. I'm going to see him make him hit his pitch.
The 3-2 to Ortiz. Strike 3 called. One away. Tapani strikes out Ortiz. Third strikeout for Tap. No score, fourth inning. And here's Jeff Cirillo. Yeah, we know what a great competitor Maddux is, Ron. Right now, I'll bet he's upset. I bet he's not thinking at all about that record, that the National League record that he set. He just gave up 4 runs in 1 inning.
Yeah.
I'll bet he's angry. And,
well, I hope he is.
Yeah.
But my point is, you know, with Maddux, that shouldn't be important that he hadn't walked him, but he never walks anybody. But they're making a big thing out of it, and hitters know that he's going to be around that ballpark, around that plate.
Here's Jeff Cirillo lining one foul down the left field line. 0-0 Cubs and Colorado here in the fourth inning. The big league record, by the way, the most consecutive major league innings without a base on balls, was set by pitcher Bill Fisher of Kansas City many years ago, about 40 years ago. There's a ball inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Cirillo flying to the warning track in right his first time. Here comes the 1-1, fisted in the air, a pop fly near the mound. Tapani himself makes the catch. 2 down. I saw a little splinter of the bat go flying over toward the third base dugout. So Tapani not only jammed Cirillo, but he broke his bat. 2 down, and the batter Todd Helton. Todd Helton has just drove one to deep right all the way on to Sheffield Avenue for a home run. Todd Helton has just given Colorado a 1-0 lead.
And I was looking down when he came up, took a station break, and then I heard you go, uh-oh. And I knew it was gone. This is what I talk about. This is a guy that can hurt you more than anybody else. And I'm sure the captain was not trying to get that fastball there.
The crowd reacting. The ball came sailing back onto the field from Sheffield. For Todd Helton, home run number 35. He has 101 RBIs. And Colorado leads 1-0 here in the 4th inning. Here's Alex Ochoa. Here's the windup and the pitch. Low and away, ball 1. Tapani misses low and away, ball 2, 2-0. Ochoa popped up trying to bunt his first time. He hits a ground ball to third, charging and short hopping as Coomer makes a running throw to first in time. The homer by Helton, however, gives Colorado the lead at the end of 3.5 innings. Rockies 1, Cubs nothing.
How do you know what Patty likes?
Well, constant contacts data shows me what Patty responds to.
I didn't know what I liked until I met Pauline.
She likes flank steak.
It feels great to be seen.
This was when I noticed how white my son's teeth were and how yellow mine were, and I needed to make a change.
My smile's yellowish or dingy, and it definitely made me self-conscious.
I can't magically become younger, but I can certainly look younger. And I'm doing that with Smile Actives.
Introducing Smile Actives, the teeth whitening breakthrough that gets your teeth white and keeps them white.
I eat the blueberries, I drink the coffee, and I know that Smile Actives will keep my teeth white every day.
What makes Smile Actives different is that when added to any toothpaste, its revolutionary PolyClean technology activates, transforming into a powerful microfoam that goes into the enamel surface to lift and remove stains.
You need a simple way to whiten your teeth. Without strips, without trays, without going to the dentist. And it was about time that a product was developed that you would be able to do that with just brushing.
Look at the power of Smile Actives on years of food stains and even coffee and wine stains. Smile Actives is safe and effective and also works on veneers, crowns, and dentures.
This is after using Smile Actives, and you can really see how white my teeth are now next to my son's.
Why spend hundreds of dollars for whitening treatments at the dentist when you can whiten your teeth at home with Smile Actives for just $24.95? Order in the next 5 minutes and you'll get a second Smile Actives Power Whitening Gel absolutely free. That's a 50% savings. Perfect for travel, work, or to share with family or friends. Order right now and we'll sweeten the deal and include free shipping. That's 2 for the price of 1. Yours for just $24.95. Best of all, Smile Actives will get your teeth 6 shades whiter, guaranteed, or your money back. Hurry and take advantage of this special TV offer not available in stores. Call 1-800-587-1769 now.
You've been waiting for retirement. That means a trusted Medicare plan from Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois is waiting for you. If you're 65 years or older, choose a plan that gives you more peace of mind for those moments ahead. Through it all.
With Ron Santo, Pat Hughes at Wrigley, bottom of the 4th inning, 1-0 Rockies. Ron Coomer leads it off for the Cubs against Denny Nagel. Well, the Rockies got a run against Tapani in the top of the inning on Todd Helton's home run. Let's see if the Cubs can respond. Coomer takes outside. It's 1-0. Nagel's last outing was against the Phillies back on August the 1st. He worked only 4 1/3 innings and gave up 10 hits and 7 earned runs to the Phils.
Well, believe me, Patrick, watching him throw, we're helping him out.
Coomer drives one into right center field. Long run, Pierre. Pierre dives, misses it. It bounces all the way to the wall. Ron Coomer will have a double. The ball is stuck in the vines. Coomer will go to third, and the ball apparently is stuck in the vines. It'll be a ground rule double.
Well, that's what these outfielders are taught, and they're told that if any ball goes in the vines, don't be going after it, even though you know the location. Because once you go after it, that runner can go as far as he wants. But if you lift your hands up, it's an automatic double.
Coomer slicing one into right center. Pierre, the left-handed center fielder, raced over, made a diving try, missed the ball by about a foot. It took a couple of bounces and jumped up into the ivy and stuck. And it's a ground rule double for Coomer. Second hit for the Cubs.
Well, that's what you have to do against this guy, Nagel. He throws a lot of slop, and you got to try to go the other way.
Third hit for the Cubs. Here's Matthews. 1-0 Colorado. The pitch to Gary. He bunts in the air, pops it up foul over toward the dugout, dropping untouched. Matthews trying to bunt, popped it up, and it landed foul right at the base of the steps on the third base side.
I think he's bunting on his own. I can't believe we're bunting with one run down. We're not trying to tie the score. We want to have a big inning.
Matthews trying to bust out of his slump.
He's got a left-handed hitter behind him.
Gary popped up his first time. Matthews 2 for his last 41. Nagel ready in the pitch to Gary. Swung on, hit high in the air, shallow center. Pierre, the center fielder, will make the catch. Coomer tagging, but he cannot advance. One away. Here's Delano to Shields. Rockies 1, Cubs nothing. Coomer at second, one away. Lefty to lefty, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Gene Glenn, the third base coach, yelling out instructions to Ron Coomer, letting him know how big of a lead he can get out at second base. Here's the 0-1. Strike, 2 called, 0-2.
This guy can put you to sleep, I'm telling you.
Very deliberate, Denny Nagel.
Very deliberate.
The 32-year-old left-hander now backs off the rubber. Wants the catcher Mel Hughes to go through the signs again. The lead by Coomer, the set by Nagel, and the pitch to DeShields. And Delano takes way outside, 1-2.
Well, we want to wish a belated happy birthday to Beverly Barnes. Her birthday is on the 28th.
Nagel's 1-2 to DeShields. Fastball upstairs, 2-2. In a little while, Steve McMichael of the 1985 Super Bowl champion Chicago Bears is going to drop by and visit with us.
Yep, Mongo.
And then he's going to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" later on.
You know, he was, after his retirement, became a professional wrestler. I've watched him.
Outside to DeShields, 3-2. Yeah, he was a tremendous defensive tackle for those Bears.
One of the best. He was a Bear. He'll always be remembered in Chicago.
3-2 on DeShields. On deck is Machado. Denny Nagel delivers. Strike 3 call. DeShields out on strikes, 2 down, and let's see if they pitch to Machado with Tapani on deck. First base is open. They're going to walk Machado intentionally.
Yeah. Well, Tapani can help himself.
For For some reason, the catcher, Mel Hughes, runs out to talk with Nagel. I saw Mel Hughes hold up the 4 fingers earlier. And now Marcel Latchman, the brother of Cubs coach Rene Latchman.
Who's got a jacket on?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know what they're saying here. Maybe Nagel does not want to walk him or something.
Well, Ron, I just remember that when Kevin Tapani hit his grand slam 3 years ago, it was against Denny Nagel.
Oh, boy.
I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Well, it probably does. Maybe Nagel said, hey, don't forget this guy, the pitcher, hit a grand slam off me. So they're going to pitch to him. I guess that was it. I'll bet you that was it.
It's the only thing I could think of.
Sure.
Machado flied to center his first time. Now, go ahead, Ron.
Well, the one thing about Nagel, if you're going to pitch around somebody, he can do that. He's got good command. He doesn't make very many mistakes. And if you help him out, that's what so far we've been doing, helping him out.
Colorado leads 1-0 in the 4th inning. Nagel to Machado. Fastball strike.
Got to be patient against a guy like this. Never let him come to you.
Nagel lifetime 7-6 against the Cubs. This is his 30th appearance lifetime against the Cubs. The tall left-hander is set. Coomer leads at second, and the pitch to Machado. Swung on and drilled foul deep to left. Out of play. 0-2. Machado with a couple of home runs. They've come against 2 very good pitchers, Al Leiter of the Mets and Matt Morris of the Cardinals.
Oh, he jumped all over Morris on that first pitch.
Well, now it's 0-2. Denny Nagel working on Cubs catcher Robert Machado. Coomer led off the inning with a double, but he has not moved. 2 down. And the 0-2. Machado takes high. Speaking of Ron Coomer, I see that Ron and Rene Latchman have generously paid for the tickets for a group of fans tonight. I see that your day, Ron, your cherished Teddy's Day, is coming up tomorrow. Well, Teddy's figurine, that is.
Yeah,
actually.
exactly.
Here comes the one from Nagel to Machado. Line drive foul down the left field line.
Take a couple of those home to Janelle and
You
Amber.
betcha.
Women like figurines.
Yep, the Ron Santo cherished Teddy's figurine giveaway tomorrow here at Wrigley Field. Is it tomorrow or is that Thursday?
No, that's tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay.
Yeah, it's Wednesday. And they're giving away, I think, what, 10,000 the first 14 and over women.
Now Nagel working at a snail's pace, ready for the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. The Cubs waste a leadoff double by Coomer, and at the end of 4 innings, it's Colorado 1 and the Cubs nothing.
I'm Mark, and I live in Vero Beach, Florida. My wife and I have 3 children. Ruth Ann and I like to hike. We eat healthy, we exercise. I noticed I wasn't as sharp as I used to be. My wife introduced me to Prevagen, so I said, yeah, I'll try it out. I noticed that I felt sharper. I felt like I was able to respond to things quicker. And I thought, yeah, it works for me.
Prevagen, healthier brain, better life.
Dear gas prices, Toyota's hybrid lineup says, go take a hike. Because we bring efficiency with power and savings with style. Think you can stand in our way? We got this. Toyota Hybrids.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Ron and I having a rather deep philosophical discussion regarding the types of food you should eat in hot weather.
Now wait a minute.
Here's Terry Shumpert taking a strike, and it's 0-1. Yes.
You just told me. I wasn't discussing this. You said to me that you had some cucumbers, yogurt, and what was the other?
The discussion began with you asking, how are the oranges tonight?
Oh, that's right. And of course I saw you eat an orange. The cool you are.
I said a nice cool food item. Here's a line drive towards center, coming on. Matthews dives. It bounces past him. This is going to be 3 bases at least for Shumpert, racing around second, and he goes to third, and he'll stand. Matthews tried to make a catch of a sinking line drive in shallow center. It bounced past him. It rolled out near the warning track, and Terry Shumpert is at third with nobody out here in the 5th inning. Colorado leads 1-0.
That's the first time I've seen Matthews make a mistake in center field. He has been just excellent, but that was a line drive that he had no chance to catch, and yet he dove after it, and that ball was in front of him about 5 feet, and that ball just going to get by you. The best thing he could have done, stayed back. Now they bring the infield in.
Adam Melhuse, the batter, left-handed hitting catcher, takes inside. 1-0 Colorado in the 5th. Nobody out and a man at third. We were discussing the items that you should, or at least that I like to eat when it gets this hot.
Yeah, this is your idea.
And I mentioned I like to eat foods that are kind of cool for your system, like cucumbers and oranges.
Cucumbers are cool. Yeah,
yogurt.
They're cold. They're cold. But does it make your system cold? I thought you were kind of saying.
My theory.
Well, yeah, I can't go along with that theory.
One ball and no strikes on Adam Melhuse. Here's the pitch. Swing and a chop foul right side.
I think the best thing. Now, you were talking about food, yes, but you also had your tuna fish sandwich.
It's nice and cool.
And you had a little. That's cool tuna. Yeah, it's cold tuna, but doesn't mean it's going to cool your body off. This is what you don't. Plus, you had some soup. Now, if you tell me that cooled you off, I don't know.
No, it did not.
No.
And that's why I wanted the other foods to kind of counterbalance that hot soup. Adam Melhuse takes high. It's 2 balls and 1 strike.
Let me ask you, how about ice water?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Good.
And of course, a nice big bowl of chili. A man at third, nobody out. 5th inning, 1-0 Colorado. Tapani from the stretch delivers to Melhuse. Fastball high, 3-1. Cubs have had a frustrating time so far against Denny Nagel.
Really have, and it is very warm out there. And Nagel, of course, working at the slowest pace I've seen. Plus, is throwing nothing but junk out there.
Here's the pitch. Melhuse swings and misses. 3-2. Meanwhile, Houston did not score in the 5th inning in Atlanta. It's 5-3. Houston leading Atlanta. The Astros began the night a game and a half behind the Cubs. Atlanta started the night 3 games ahead of Philadelphia in the East. The Phillies lead San Diego 7-3 in the 7th. The pitch to Melhuse, swung on and missed, strike 3, 1 away. Tapani with a big strikeout.
Boy, you could say that again, Patrick, because I know he's got to be a little bit tired out there, and with a runner at third and nobody out, with that infield in, that's what you're looking for is a strikeout. But a 3-2, good slider down and in.
Now 1 away, the right-handed batting number 8 hitter Juan Uribe steps in. Denny Nagel, the pitcher, on deck. Tapani's pitch. Check swing. It's high. Ball 1. Third base coach flashing a few signs. That's Rich Donnelly.
Yeah, with Jim Leland most of his career.
Tapani from the stretch. The 1-0 to Uribe. Here it comes. Ground ball, that's fair down the third base line into the left field corner area. A run scores and Uribe pulls in at second with a double. 2-0 Colorado.
Well, I noticed happening that time Machado was sitting inside, and he just couldn't get the ball inside enough. He got it over pretty much the middle of the plate. Uribe just turned on it and hit it right down the line.
Shumpert scored easily. It's 2-0 Rockies here in the fifth. And the batter is the pitcher, Denny Nagel. Shallow at third is Coomer. Nagel grounded to Coomer his first time. Colorado with 3 hits against Tapani. Here's a ground ball to second. Young gloves it and throws out Nagel. 2 down. Moving up to third is Uribe, and the batter is Juan Pierre. Two outs, a run in here in the fifth. Pierre takes a few extra seconds to give Nagel a chance to go over and maybe have a little cool glass of ice water or an orange or a cucumber, something like that.
Right after that, a little bowl of soup.
Nice hot steaming. Juan Pierre, the batter, 0 for 2. Hits a foul off to the left, out of play.
Somewhere in your childhood, something happened. I just don't know what.
0-1 on Pierre. Just trying to stay on the track, Ronnie. Sometimes it gets a little wobbly. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way. There's a strike, and the count is 0-2.
Boy, he's really calling that high strike tonight.
Pat Hughes along with Mr. Normal Ron Santo at Wrigley Field. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball high. Now, this is a big out. You don't want that guy at third to come in here. Not the way the Cubs are struggling against Nagel. 2-0 Rockies in the fifth. Pierre quietly hitting .330 this year. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Tapani fans him.
All right, let's go get him.
And the Rockies settle for 1 run on 2 hits. They lead 1 in the middle of the fifth. Rockies 2, Cubs nothing.
5-hour energy, because the open road is calling. And you'll need to feel alert and energized to go the distance. Go with 5-hour energy for every road trip.
A new home is so much more than a mortgage. It's all your dreams under one roof. Let's bring your vision to life. Together.
It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Michelob Ultra.
You better move if you wanna go. Go ahead, yeah, on a roll. Turn up, yeah, listen to it. You better do it if you're gonna do it. Yeah, I never seen something like this, no. Never seen nothing.
It's your journey. Own it in the Hyundai Tucson. Now, get 2.99% APR for 48 months on the Tucson with new inventory arriving daily. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
Wow. I just wanna be free.
I like it. You're living the dream, DP.
You're absolutely right.
You're all free to go. You can stay at my mom's place for a couple of nights.
You definitely need some Tic Tacs or something, because your breath stinks.
It lives up to the hype, plus.
I just wanna be free.
Kevin Tapani leads off the Cubs' 5th inning and takes inside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. With Ron Santo, Pat Hughes at Wrigley Field. 2-0 Colorado. Tapani, Young, and Gutierrez, and then Sosa here in the 5th. Tapani takes a strike. Here's the 1-2. Tapani hits a line drive towards short, caught by Uribe. A soft line drive. The shortstop made the catch at about knee level for out number 1. 1 away, and here's Eric Young. Young, one of the original Colorado Rockies back in 1993. Homered in the very first game the Rockies ever played as the leadoff hitter in the 1st inning.
We were there. Did it say?
I thought it was against Kent Bottenfield.
Well, Bottenfield was with the Cubs.
I think he was with Montreal at the time. Here's a swing and a pop fly down the right field line. Long run. Ortiz, and the ball falls in safely, and Eric Young is going to be safe at second base. It's a pop fly double for Young. Maybe that'll get something started for the Chicago Cubs. The second baseman Ortiz had a long run. He actually overran the ball down the line and right. Ochoa, the right fielder, came in and slid on his knees, and he got a glove on it, I think, Ron, but could not hang on.
Yeah, I thought there was definitely going to be a collision there, and when he slid, I think he just took his eye off the ball. But did they give him a double on that ball? Yeah.
2-base hit for Eric Young. And here's Ricky Gutierrez. Gutierrez has singled and struck out. It's hit number 4 for the Cubs against Nagel. And Gutierrez takes a strike, 0-1.
I've never seen him throw this soft. I really mean it. Maybe these hitters are just looking for too much. But that ball there was just an easy fastball inside. It's like he's throwing darts.
The 0-1. Gutierrez a swing and a miss. Kind of a check swing. It's 0-2. Gutierrez the tying run. Sosa on deck. 5th inning. Meanwhile, in Atlanta, Houston leading the Braves 5-3 in the 6th.
You know, the more I think about it, Eric Young, maybe it was his second home run.
Could be, yeah. It was, let's see, in 1993, Ron, he was playing for Colorado. Homered to lead off the 1st inning against Montreal's Kent Bottenfield. The old Mile High Stadium. Eric in that first game 4 for 4 with 4 runs scored. That's a way to break in a new franchise.
Yes. You know who's playing shortstop?
For Colorado or for
Colorado?
Let me think. Here's the 0-2. Gutierrez chops it foul left side. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I don't. Who was playing?
Castillo.
Vinny Castillo?
Yeah.
Vinny had a big 2-run double tonight against Greg Maddux. Nagel just taking all the time in the world between pitches. Tapani working very quickly on the other side, and the contrast is really noticeable. 1 out and a man at second. Here comes the 0-2 to Gutierrez from Nagel. Swung on, lined into shallow right field. That's a base hit. Young stops at third as the throw comes in. Runners at first and third, and now Sammy Sosa, the batter.
Well, that ball up there, that was another high changeup, and Gutierrez goes the other way. Ochoa's got a great arm. And I guess Eric Young had to wait to see if that ball was going to fall in there, because Ochoa was playing shallow.
Here is Sosa. Sammy has popped out and singled. The crowd coming to life for really the first time all night. You hate to let a great crowd like this go to waste. If you don't do anything and don't get any offense going, they don't really have a chance to get involved. Now they're starting to yell and make some noise. Sammy waits, infield back. 2-0 Rockies in the 5th. Runners at first and third. Here's a throw to first, not in time.
Believe me, the way I look at it, Nagel's going to hold that ball as long as he can. Throw over to first, and he doesn't have to throw it to home.
Sammy with 3 career homers against Denny Nagel. 37 home runs for the Cubs right fielder. Sammy waits. Nagel is set. Here's the pitch. Sosa takes outside. St. Louis has defeated Montreal. The Cardinals began the night 7 games behind the Cubs. This is the best scoring chance the Cubs have had all night against Denny Nagel. First and third, 1 away. Sosa waiting. Infield back, remember, and now the 1-0 pitch. Sammy takes off speed and low and in. 2-0. Good patience by Sosa that time.
Well, you better believe it. He didn't move an eyelash. He's staying back against this guy right now. Now he's just got to wait for him to make a mistake. Didn't take much to get it out of this ballpark tonight.
2-0 on Sammy Sosa. The pitch. Sosa swings and misses. Another changeup. 2-1.
Changeup after changeup.
The Rockies scored in the 4th on Todd Helton's solo homer, and in the top of this 5th inning on Juan Uribe's RBI double. The Cubs trying to answer. First and third, 1 away. And the 2-1 to Sosa. Swung on and fouled at the plate. 2-2. So he fouled it off his left foot. The Dodgers beat the Pirates 2-1. Another well-pitched game by Los Angeles. Dodgers will stay in first by at least a half game over Arizona. The Giants and Reds are tied at 3 in the 9th in Cincinnati. McGriff on deck. 2-2 on Sammy Sosa. Young the runner at third. Gutierrez at first. Denny Nagel ready for the 2-2. And the pitch. Sosa hits a high fly ball, shallow right, toward foul territory. Over is Ochoa in the bullpen. He makes the catch on the mound. Tagging is Young, and he'll score.
Yeah.
Down to second goes Gutierrez. Young tagging and scoring. The foul fly ball down the right field line, caught by Ochoa right on the pitcher's mound in the Rocky bullpen. And Young scored standing up. It's a 2-1 Colorado lead. And the batter McGriff.
And you know that ball right there, Gutierrez tagged up. He's on second, which is smart, but Ochoa almost overran that ball, Patrick.
Yeah.
And he caught that ball. He fell back, and that enabled Young to score easily.
Gutierrez alertly going to second, so he's the tying run. For Sosa, his 102nd run batted in. The Cubs trail 2-1. And here's McGriff. The pitch by Nagel. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball, 0-1.
Oh, we're on the board. That's big. And we've come up with some big 2-out hits. We haven't really put it all together. We've got to do that.
McGriff tonight with a walk in the first inning and then flied to the warning track in the third. The 0-1 pitch. Way outside. It's even. Left fielder Shumpert way over toward the gap and playing deep, only about 15 feet shy of the track. He's a good 130 feet off the left field line.
Well, he made a good catch off the McGriff, off the wall.
The lead by Gutierrez down at second, and the 1-1 by Nagel. And McGriff hits a ground ball to the right side, fielded by Helton. Underhand flip to Nagel on the bag, out number 3. Cubs get a run on 2 hits. They leave 1. We move to the 6th. Rockies 2, Cubs 1.
I respect his defensive abilities.
Liner, but foul. Oh, Fabian, just stop it.
And Fabian gets out of the way.
Yes.
Hey, man. Hey, really appreciate your defensive work. You're doing a great job out there.
He's going to be like the emergency goalie in hockey. He's going to be our emergency outfielder if we're down a man.
Yeah, we actually try to give as much hustle as the players do. We try to work just as hard. Whenever we get a ball or something like that, it's all about the kids.
Here we go.
Yes.
Here we go.
My wife got old, so it's time to put her in a home.
It's the home I've always dreamed about.
I've been waiting to get old for years. And that means I can get my UX people started on that app I need to develop.
I'm getting old right now. With an expert to explain the differences between bond prices and bond yields.
Introducing Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter.
You're never too old to get old.
She's old.
Old National Bank. Get old.
Dear gas prices, Toyota's hybrid lineup says, go take a hike. Because we bring efficiency with power and savings with style. Think you can stand in our way? We got this. Toyota Hybrids.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
This is my house. My parents helped build it. Now we don't get wet when it rains. I don't get too hot or too cold inside. I can play with my sister, I can play with my brother, I can play with my mother, my father, my family. This is my house. This is my house. This is my house. This is my house.
This is my house.
Visit Habitat.org to find out how you can help more families like mine.
What? He dropped the ball!
Sixth inning here at Wrigley Field with Ron Santo, Pat Hughes. Andy Mazer of WGN is here updating other games. He'll report to us in a few moments regarding all the other big league action. Matt Boltz, our producer engineer, at the controls. Ortiz lifting a foul drive down the right field line, out of play.
You probably read
2-1 Colorado. What you got here, Ron?
A little joke, but if you got time, you can read it. I thought it was cute.
Ortiz has struck out twice. Tapani fires. Called. Strike 3. One away here in the 6th.
Okay.
And the batter is Jeff Cirillo.
It's kind of it's a great joke.
Cirillo is nothing for 2. Fly to right. Popped out to first. One away, nobody on. 6th inning, a very hot night at Wrigley Field. Day game tomorrow. Here's the pitch. Cirillo takes a strike.
Do you like it?
Cirillo has always hit well against Kevin Tapani, hitting over 500 lifetime with 11 hits in 21 career at-bats. Good news from Atlanta. Marcus Giles has just hit a 3-run homer, and Atlanta leads Houston 6-5 in the 6th. Here's a bunt toward third. That'll be a base hit for Cirillo. Bunt single for Cirillo, and the batter Todd Helton with one away. Marcus Giles run, big homer for the Braves. They lead Houston 6-5 in the 6th inning. Helton has struck out and homered. 2-1 Colorado in the 6th.
Well, we got to take care of business here. That's for sure.
McGriff holding Cirillo on, and Tapani fires a strike right down the middle to Todd Helton.
We're a game and a half in first place. If we win, we'll still be there if Houston wins.
Now Tapani's 0-1 to Helton. Just outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well,
Tapani. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, well, he's being careful, which he should be with Helton. Helton's the guy that can take the ball out of the ballpark anyway.
Crowd now responding to the 3 on the scoreboard on the Atlanta side. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch inside to Helton. Tapani has struck out 7, walked none. But again, he's been a victim of non-support.
Yeah.
I mean, we talk about it every time he pitches, but he has just not been supported by his teammates as far as scoring runs when he's on the mound. Just one of those things. Helton takes a strike, 2-2.
Well, I like the way he's pitching to Helton right here. He's going in and out, but he's going bad inside, Pat. So that's what's so important. Don't make the mistake inside. If you're going to make it outside. Oh, he's coming in.
Here comes the 2-2 from Tapani. Helton, it's a ground ball fair past a diving McGriff down the right field line. Cirillo motoring to third. Helton to second. Sosa fires to second, not in time. A double. He hit a high pitch, and he tomahawked it and hit a ground ball past McGriff at first base. It's a double. Runners at second and third with 1 away.
And Machado, he just sat inside and he sat away, but Tapani hasn't been able to make. When he drove in the first run, Cruz, I think it was, that drove it down the line, or Uribe drove it down the third base line. Machado was sitting inside. Tapani hasn't been able to get that ball where he wants to inside. I just stay outside.
Here is Ochoa with the infield in. 2-1 Colorado in the 6th.
That's just scoring. You don't want this.
Ochoa has gone 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Ground ball foul left side. Now David Weathers starting to throw in the Cubs bullpen down the left field line.
But you know, here I am complaining about a pitch when he's had no support. You know, we're putting so much pressure on the pitchers.
Yep.
It's just tough. It's not easy. And eventually you got to protect them.
No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. A little pop-up on the infield. Out number 2.
How
He
big was
jammed him. Good fastball. The pop-up caught by Ricky Gutierrez, the shortstop, out number 2. Great pitch. And here's Terry Shumpert. Now the infield can back up.
Boy, you know, if Tapani gets out of this inning, somebody ought to go in that dugout and say, let's get something done. This guy can't pitch any better than he's pitching.
Now Shumpert is due up. The rookie Mel Hughes on deck. Shumpert has singled and tripled, and now, Ronnie, I'm just guessing they might be saying, hey, do you want to pitch to the guy on deck? You struck him out twice, even though he's a lefty and Shumpert's a righty. What do you think?
I go after Shumpert, to be honest with you, Patrick. I just don't like, even though he struck the rookie out twice, he's left-handed.
2 outs, runners at second and third. Colorado leading 2-1. We are in the top of the 6th inning. Terry Shumpert has singled and tripled, and he's going to face Tapani right now. Tapani working out of the stretch. Cirillo at third. The runner at second is Helton. Here's the pitch to Shumpert. Fastball high.
And again, this could be the situation that was earlier to Machado with the pitcher on deck. Pitch around him. You know, don't let him hit a good pitch.
Outfield straight away. Right-hander to right-hander. Tapani's 1-0. Fastball outside. Just missed.
Oh, he might put it
2-0. It won't take long for anybody in the bullpen to get ready on a night like tonight. In fact, Weathers is already prepared to go if needed. Tapani would love to get out of this inning right here. It's 2-0 on Shumpert. And the pitch. Low and away. Good save by Machado. 3-0.
Yeah, and Shumpert has not even budged towards any of those pitches. So he's seeing the ball very well off the Tapani. I wouldn't come near here. Don't be throwing a strike here.
(3-0) on Terry Shumpert. Now the pitch. Fly ball. Shallow center. Gutierrez going out and calling. The shortstop makes the catch. Great job by Tapani to get out of it. We might look back at this inning as a turning point. For the Rockies, they do not score. They leave 2. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Colorado 2 and the Cubs 1.
This was when I noticed how white my son's teeth were and how yellow mine were, and I needed to make a change.
My smile's yellowish or dingy, and it definitely made me self-conscious.
I can't magically become younger, but I can certainly look younger. And I'm doing that with Smile Actives.
Introducing Smile Actives, the teeth whitening breakthrough that gets your teeth white and keeps them white.
I eat the blueberries, I drink the coffee, and I know that Smile Actives will keep my teeth white every day.
What makes Smile Actives different is that when added to any toothpaste, its revolutionary PolyClean technology activates, transforming into a powerful microfoam that goes into the enamel surface to lift and remove stains.
You need a simple way to whiten your teeth. Without strips, without trays, without going to the dentist. And it was about time that a product was developed that you would be able to do that with just brushing.
Look at the power of Smile Actives on years of food stains and even coffee and wine stains. Smile Actives is safe and effective and also works on veneers, crowns, and dentures.
This is after using Smile Actives, and you can really see how white my teeth are now next to my son's.
Why spend hundreds of dollars for whitening treatments at the dentist when you can whiten your teeth at home with Smile Actives for just $24.95? Order in the next 5 minutes and you'll get a second Smile Actives Power Whitening Gel absolutely free. That's a 50% savings. Perfect for travel, work, or to share with family or friends. Order right now and we'll sweeten the deal and include free shipping. That's 2 for the price of 1. Yours for just $24.95. Best of all, Smile Actives will get your teeth 6 shades whiter, guaranteed, or your money back. Hurry and take advantage of this special TV offer not available in stores. Call 1-800-587-1769 now.
Ready, set, let's go! Remember playing with friends? Let's do that. Outside fun with family? More of that, please. Mom's still wearing PJs. That's awesome. Let's do that. Outside fun with family? More of that, please. Mom's still wearing PJs. That's awesome. Glad we're all staying healthy. Grandpa seems happier too. Together, let's live well. Advocate Healthcare.
With Ron Santo, Pat Hughes, and Bears legend Steve Mongo McMichael has dropped by to join us.
Yes, I love you already, baby. A legend, huh? I might be a monster of the Midway, but I'm not a legend yet. That takes you to when you're in your 70s. That past always seems a lot bigger and brighter.
Well, I'll tell you something, Mike. I think you're a legend here. I think Chicago fans feel that way.
Well,
Coomer hits a line drive down the left field
there
line.
we
That
go.
ball is fair.
There we go.
Base hit. Coomer going for 2. Here goes the throw to third. It's a stand-up double for Ron Coomer down the left field line.
That's a nice knock for the old hometown boy, isn't it?
Yes, very good. Well, he's been red hot. He's been in a hitting zone. You know how you get in those zones when you're going after that quarterback?
Oh, don't make me have a flashback. That's too far down to the ground from here.
Here's Gary Matthews. Tying run at second, nobody out. 6th inning. Steve McMichael, of course, a big part of that 85 Super Bowl champion Bear Ball Club. This time of the year, Steve, with training camps beginning and exhibition games beginning and the Hall of Fame ceremonies the other day, do you start getting that old feeling about getting ready for another season?
Yeah, I have that old feeling, then I wake up and try to get out of bed.
And it passes, huh?
Yeah. I'm betting on technology, that's all.
Well, Steve, I was kind of surprised after you retired that you went into wrestling, and now I understand you retired from wrestling.
Yes, I felt like I was a traveling carny. I might be home 2 days out of a month. I know how these baseball players feel now. They're never home. It's when you don't need, when your body's beat up as mine was after 15 years in pro football. It was kind of tough I did it for 4 years, and some of the guys like Dan Hampton, Mike Singletary, can't believe I did it for that long.
Matthews bunts toward third. Nagel will throw to first in time.
All right.
With Coomer advancing to third, 1 away. 2-1 Colorado in the 6th. The batter is Delino DeShields with a chance to get the Cubs even.
Well, how many years did you wrestle?
I was an announcer for the first year on the Monday night show, Monday Nitro, and then they got me into it after that, and for 3 years I did it. Oh my goodness. The toughest, you know what the toughest thing it was? I had to learn how to wrestle, how to beat the hell out of myself.
Yeah, that's a good statement.
I'd never done that before.
Yeah, exactly. You're used to beating the hell out of somebody else.
Delino DeShields the batter. Infield in. It's 2-1 Colorado. Visiting with Steve McMichael. Steve, a 5-time Pro Bowler in his long and distinguished NFL career. Here's the pitch to DeShields. Swing and a miss.
Oh, and by the way, gentlemen,
Yes, sir.
for everybody listening, I will be on ESPN Radio on Sundays talking about the game, pre and post game. If anybody wants to listen in, I'll have a few off-color comments, I would imagine.
Well, that's great. And where are you living now?
They got me the radio station got me a place downtown. I've always wanted to live down here. The people are great. I feel like a traveling pontiff around here. Everybody's coming up, wanting my autograph. I'm home.
Yeah, absolutely. This is your home, and you deserve it.
All I need is the Pope Mobile now.
Do you see, Michael?
Oh, yeah, well, there's a lot of hatred around here from coming from Wisconsin. I need some bulletproof shields.
1 ball and 1 strike on DeShields. 2-1 Colorado. Coomer the runner at third. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball right down the middle for a called strike. 1-2.
Where did this umpire come from? Mars?
Yeah.
I mean, he's calling the high heat, didn't he?
Oh, yes. You know, they started calling it this year, but Angel Hernandez.
Those things have tails on them like Halley's Comet.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's calling that pitch all night, both sides.
Now DeShields needs to put the ball in play somewhere with a man at third and 1 away.
Really has to.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Outside. It's 2-2.
Yeah, that was the beauty of Sammy's out, but he drove that run home. He just knew he had to get it out of the infield, baby.
Have you had a chance to meet him?
No, I haven't. Never met Sammy.
Oh, you'd love him.
I plan on doing this Kiss Kiss Hard Hard when I sing at the 7th inning stretch, though.
Now the stretch for the 2-2. On the way. Outside and gets away. Coming down the line is Coomer. The throw to the plate.
Yes,
he slides. He's out at the plate. Hey. He's out at the plate. The catcher, Mel Hughes, chasing the ball down. Fired it to Nagel. It appeared that Coomer slid across the front part of home plate before he was tagged. But Angel Hernandez called Coomer out at the plate. Don Baylor out to argue.
Oh, yeah.
Did he throw him out?
I think he threw him out, yeah.
My goodness, who does he think he is? Billy Martin? He ain't kicking dirt on him.
Coomer, in frustration, slammed his helmet down, and Angel Hernandez has ejected Coomer from the game. Baylor still arguing with the umpire. There are 2 outs, nobody on, still 2-1, Colorado leading.
Did he throw Coomer out, or did he throw Baylor out?
I think it was Coomer, Ronnie.
Really?
Again, a short pass ball past Mel Hughes. It rolled maybe 40 feet away over toward the on-deck circle on the third base side. Coomer, the runner at third, headed for the plate, slid feet first. The catcher fired it to Nagel, the pitcher covering the plate. Denny reached around, put his glove down on the plate. But again, from here, from where we are, it looked like Coomer had slid across the plate before he was tagged by Nagel. Nagel had his glove kind of in the middle of the plate, and it seemed, Ron, like at the time of the tag, the foot was already across home plate.
Yeah, he actually beat the tag, and it was a bad call. Angel Hernandez, just a bad call, and it was right in front of the plate. Right there he was standing.
3-2 pitch is ball 4 to Delano DeShields. But now there are 2 outs with a man at first. 2-1 Colorado in the 6th, and the batter Robert Machado.
That was highway robbery,
Yeah.
gentlemen. If I hadn't had my LASIK surgery on my eyes, I wouldn't have been able to see that from up here. But even I saw that.
I have not yet seen a replay. Have either of you guys seen
No,
a
they have
replay
not.
yet?
Listen, this is WGN tonight. I don't know why we don't have a replay.
They're getting this home plate up off the hook. He might have a bottle inside his head. The fans see that in slow motion.
2 down, a man at first. 2-1 Colorado in the 6th. Houston did not score in the 7th. They trail Atlanta 6-5. Here's Machado. Let's see if Robert can get a hold of one.
Yeah, and let's see.
Turn this momentum around.
If the Shields could try to steal a base here.
Still visiting with Steve McMichael, former Bear great. He's going to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" here in a few moments.
I will give it a valiant attempt.
Machado flied out and struck out. Nagel ready. And the pitch out, nothing doing. So he was thinking like you were, Ron.
Yeah. Steve, what weight did you play at, and what weight did you wrestle at?
I played at 270, was maybe a little under 270 was my best weight. And wrestling, it really doesn't matter if you're a tugboat or the battleship Mary. Really, it's better if you're bigger, for a little more cushion to take that punishment.
Machado hits a looper into shallow left center. Pierre racing in, dives. Did he make the catch? Yes, fabulous diving catch by the center fielder Pierre to take a base hit away from Machado. The fans still booing the home plate umpire Angel Hernandez.
And rightfully so.
Hey, Steve, have fun singing.
I will. My goodness. I'm starting to feel like a jinx to the Cubs here.
No. It's not over.
Hey, pooey.
Cubs no runs on a hit, leave 1. We've played 6. Colorado 2, the Cubs 1.
It's time for a talk. If you're 45 or older, you need to get yourself screened for colon cancer. This disease can be very treatable when caught early, so the sooner you know what's up with your health, the better. The good news is that there's options for getting screened that are easier than you think. Get informed. If you're a man or a woman, 45 or older, take control. Get screened for colon cancer. StandUpToCancer.org/colon cancer.
Technology is meant to make our lives better, especially when it makes them easier, happier, and healthier. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois is committed to advancing and simplifying the healthcare experience for its members and communities. Enroll at bcbsil.com.
5-Hour Energy, because the sun is out and it's time to get outside and give it all you got. And you're going to need some energy, lots of energy. 5-Hour Energy for every game.
Looking to stream live Cubs and Sky games at home or on the go? The Marquee app has you covered with live coverage, exclusive highlights, featured stories, and more. Never miss a live game. Download the Marquee Sports Network app today for connected TVs, mobile, tablet, or streaming devices.
I'm Nico Horner.
Pretty well struck! Out of here!
And you're watching Marquee Sports Network.
Seventh inning, Adam Hughes will lead off, followed by Juan Uribe and then Denny Nagel. Or perhaps a pinch hitter as Tapani's pitch swung on and missed. 2-1 Colorado in the seventh inning. There is activity in the Rocky bullpen. A right-hander begins to throw, so perhaps we will see a pinch hitter for Nagel when his spot comes up third in this inning. Tapani's pitch fouled away, 0-2. We'll get you a station break here shortly.
By the way, Coomer was not thrown out of this ball game.
Good.
It was Baylor or Gene Glenn.
My mistake,
yeah.
Ronnie.
No, I just wanted to. I think it was Gene Glenn, the way he was arguing.
Here's the 0-2 to Hughes high and away.
Yeah, Gene Glenn was thrown out.
Okay.
But it was so obvious that he was in there.
Yeah.
Oh.
We finally did see a replay between innings. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a bouncer back to the mound. Fielded by Tapani cleanly. Throws to first in time. One away. Yeah, we did see the replay, and clearly it was just the way we thought we saw it during the live action.
Oh, yes.
Coomer slid across, and he was, I'd say, a good halfway across home plate, Ron, with the foot before he was tagged.
Well, what it was is Coomer moved his foot, hit the base, the pitcher's side of the home plate, and he came around and tagged him. So he was in there. His whole leg was across the base before he tagged him.
One away, seventh inning. Uribe has flied out and doubled. Here's the next pitch by Tapani. Swung on and missed. 2-1 Colorado. Seventh inning. Each team with half a dozen hits. Boy, considering the conditions, the pitchers have done a magnificent job tonight. Tapani's pitch is high.
This is all we've seen.
Another pitcher's duel.
Yeah, that's all we've seen.
Sure seems like it. Fly ball to left toward the line. Making the catch is Delino to Shields. 2 down. And instead of Nagel, that's going to be all for the starting pitcher. They're going to go to the bench and then the bullpen. Steve McMichael all set to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." Jay Powell, a right-hander, former Houston Astro, is warming up in the Colorado bullpen. Jay Powell, will see him in the bottom of the inning. Tapani's spot to lead off in the bottom of this seventh, so this might be his final inning of the night. Meanwhile, a pinch hitter for Colorado. This is Justin Butler taking a strike, 0-1. Two to 1 Rockies in the seventh. 2 down, nobody on. Tapani's 0-1 to Butler. Just outside, it's even. Atlanta in the 8th inning leading Houston 6-5. Here it's 2-1 Colorado in the 7th. Tapani's 1-1, a called strike on the outside, 1-2.
Got a Savin facts here. It's kind of interesting. Thanks for a great broadcast. I had a question concerning Sammy's foul ball pop out in the last inning. I'll finish it after this pitch.
Check swing foul run.
Wouldn't the fielder have had the option to let the ball fall foul to keep the runner from tagging and scoring? If so, do you think he would have let it drop if it would have been someone besides Sammy? Depending on the score, depending on who's at the plate. Yes, Warren and Jill Cobb.
Fly ball right center on the run. Matthews. Gary makes the catch. 1, 2, 3. The inning is over. It's still 2-1 in favor of Colorado. Time for the stretch. Here is Steve McMichael.
All right, Mongo's home, Chicago. And don't worry, I'll have some speaks with that home plate umpire after the game. This but's for you, Harry Carey. All right, let's show Art Mike how to do it. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me up to the ball game. Take me up to the ground. Buy me some peanuts and crackers. I don't care if I have to. Well, it's good. Good for the Bears. I mean, Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out in the old ball game.
I love it. The technology is easy. I just wear a little sensor and that's it.
The Dexcom sends my glucose readings to my receiver every 5 minutes, and I can also get it on my smartphone.
It's totally private. No one knows.
Now it's easier being able to see what your numbers are at any time of the day.
You don't have to prick your fingers at all. It's amazing.
It really helps you take control of your life.
There's a monster problem, and our hero needs solutions. So she starts a Miro to brainstorm. Shoot it, suggest the scientists. So they shoot it. Back to the Miro board. Dave says, feed it. And Dave feeds it. Just then, our hero has a breakthrough. Shoot it. Camera. Shoot a movie. And so our humble team saves the day by working together on Miro.
A great crowd on hand today for a nail biter. They'll need a lift here in the 8th, trailing. The rookie stands in. Here's the pitch. It's gone. A home run.
Great things begin in the garage. Steele & Lober, building quality garages since 1947. For a limited time, receive a free garage door opener with the purchase of a new garage. Visit garagebuilder1.com or call 708-544-8383.
At Domino's, you can get more than just your favorite pizza. You can get specialty chicken, savory pastas, oven-baked Parmesan bread bites, molten lava crunch cakes, and yes, medium 2-topping pizzas as well. Carry out any 2 or more mix-and-match items for $5.99 each or get them delivered for $6.99 each.
It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Michelob Ultra.
2-1 Colorado in the 7th inning. Houston did not score in the 8th inning in Atlanta. The Braves lead that game 6-5. Let's see if the Cubs can rally. Tucker leading it off against Powell. Here's the pitch. Fastball high, 1-0.
It's a big contrast. When you get a guy throwing 83, 84 miles an hour, now you get a guy throwing 90. You got to tune it up. But we do better against hard throwers.
Tucker takes outside. The count is 2-0. Tell us about the stuff of Jay Powell, Ron.
Well, he's got a good fastball. He's been an outstanding relief pitcher. He used to be with the Houston Astros. Good hard fastball, throws a forkball and slider.
Fastball strike, and it's 2-1 to Michael Tucker. The Cubs' only run tonight came in the 5th inning on a sacrifice fly by Sammy Sosa to drive in Eric Young. Each team with 6 hits. Tucker pinch hitting. On deck is Young and then Gutierrez, and if anybody gets on base in the inning, it'll be Sammy Sosa coming up. Here's the 2-1. Low, and it's 3-1. Tucker would gladly take a walk to get this inning underway. Sellout crowd at Wrigley Field watching, and the 3-1 pitch. Fisted foul out of play. A fan in the first row of the upper deck reached out, bobbled it, but hung on nicely.
Yeah, got a Cub cap on. Boy, and that pitch right there was really in on Tucker, and he fouled it off. That's the kind of pitch you want to foul off. You hit that ball fair territory, it's a pop-up.
Cubs trail by a run here in the 7th inning. The pitch pulled foul on the ground right side. Still 3-2. Powell has appeared in 48 games. He's pitched well, a 3.06 ERA with both Colorado and Houston. He was acquired on June 28 from Houston in exchange for Ron Vallone, a left-hander. Outside, ball 4. Tucker draws the leadoff walk, and the batter is Eric Young.
Well, that's a big walk with Tucker's speed. Maybe steal a base here. Renee Latchman is the new third base coach. Gene Glenn was thrown out, and I tell you, Gene seemed very upset. He knew darn well that Coomer was in there.
Here is Young. He doubled and scored the only Cub run back in the 5th. 2-1 Rockies in the 7th. Nobody out. Tucker at first. Powell to Young instead of throw to first. The Giants and the Reds are going to play extra innings in Cincinnati, tied at 3. The Dodgers won their game. They beat the Pirates 2-1. Tucker with good speed leads at first. The pitch. Young bunts in the air toward first, fielded by Helton, tags out Young. Advancing to second safely is Tucker. Helton, the way he was charging that run, I thought he might dive to try to catch it before it hit the ground, but he decided to play it on one bounce.
Yeah. Again, Patrick, you're one run down. I don't give up outs.
Here is Gutierrez.
Well, Goody's going to have to do it because they're going to walk Sammy if Goody doesn't do it.
Buddy Bell already thinking perhaps about that. He's getting the bullpen going with Mike Myers, a left-hander.
Yeah.
Starting to get loose. Here is Gutierrez. He's 2 out of 3. The tying run is at second with 1 away. The pitch. Inside, it hit him.
Oh, that a break.
He was hit by a pitch, and now they have to pitch to Sammy Sosa. Gutierrez is okay. That was a sinking fastball. He just couldn't get out of the way. And here's Sammy. The fans getting to their feet, trying to do everything they can to spark the Cubs offense. 2-1 Rockies in the 7th. 1 away, runners at first and second. So the go-ahead run now is on at first. Tying run still at second. Sammy drove in the only run for the Cubs with a 5th inning sac fly. Now Powell to Sosa. Fastball strike. Powell has given up only 5 home runs in 51 innings. Impressive considering that he pitches half of the time at Coors Field. 0-1, and he pitched at Enron Field the first couple of months of the year. Here's the 0-1. Sosa takes outside, Ron. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Wait till you read this, Patrick. You're gonna love this one. Talk about the theory of the light blue sky of Denver.
I couldn't agree more.
Well, you think I believe this? Wait till you read this.
2-1 Colorado in the 7th inning. Cubs are down by a run. Sammy up there with 2 on. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Inside, and it hit him.
Oh, man.
Sosa got hit in the right arm. The bases are loaded. Sammy, I hope is okay.
He's all right.
Me too, Ron.
He got hit in the right, I think it's the right wrist.
Sammy not rubbing or showing any outward discomfort or pain, but that had to sting. Bases loaded, and Fred McGriff is coming up for the Cubs. I just saw somebody from the upper deck throw some kind of a little ball down onto the field. Now that's not a good idea.
No.
We don't want to see anybody throwing anything onto the field here at Wrigley. Meanwhile, a pitching change coming up. All right, the stage is set. Bases loaded for the Chicago Cubs. Mike Myers, the new pitcher for Colorado. He's a tall, slender left-hander, and he delivers submarine style most of the time. Fred McGriff is due up for the Cubs. The Rocky infield stays back. Colorado leading 2-1, 7th inning.
And what you gotta be patient with a guy like this. Now McGriff is hitting over 300 against left-handers, but this guy's tough because, as Pat said, he's a submarine pitcher.
Here we go. The pitch on the way. McGriff takes a strike. A curveball. Boy, the atmosphere, it was a little quiet here early in the night, maybe because of the heat. There was not a lot of action early, but boy, this crowd has really come alive in this 7th inning.
Well, I mean, to me, it looked like Nagel put everybody to sleep. He only put me to sleep.
McGriff, nothing for 2 with a walk. Time called. Sammy got hit on his wrist.
Yeah.
He's still in the game at first.
Well, I was looking at him, and he only looked at it once, and so he should be all right.
Bases full of Cubs. Tucker at third, Gutierrez at second, Sosa at first. 0-1 on McGriff. This crowd ready to explode at Wrigley Field. The 0-1. McGriff lines one to right. They're going to explode. 2 runs are going to score. Sosa goes to third. The throw to third. Not in time. 2-run single, Fred McGriff. Cubs lead 3-2. Listen to these fans.
Boy, you talk about a guy that can hit left-handers. Listen, these fans are all standing, and they're clapping. Boy, I bet you Fred's never heard anything like this. This is beautiful.
Pitching change coming up. Colorado wants to bring in a right-hander. The Cubs have the lead for the first time tonight. Sosa went to third on the play, Ron. The Cubs would love to get another run home in the inning. They lead 3-2. 1 away, 7th inning. Ron Coomer the batter, and he'll face the new Colorado pitcher, Dan Maselli. Coomer having a good night with a couple of doubles. The infield is back for Colorado. Here's the pitch. Coomer takes a breaking ball low. 1-0.
Well, Dan Maselli was with Florida, and he made a couple comments about the manager that got fired.
John Bowles.
John Bowles. And Colorado picked him up.
1-0 on Coomer. Here's the stretch by the right-hander. And the pitch. Fastball high. 2-0. Interesting inning for the Cub offense. Tucker walked. Eric Young sacrificed. Gutierrez and Sosa were both hit by a pitch by right-hander Jay Powell. That loaded the bags, and Fred McGriff with a 2-run single. That's the only hit in the inning. 2 runs in, men at first and third. And the 2-0. Fly ball center field. This is deep. It's back toward the warning track. It's going to be caught, but Sosa can waltz in and score. Sacrifice fly, Ron Coomer. Cubs lead 4-2. Oh, that could be a big one right there.
Most definitely. That is a big one. Boy, oh boy. Coomer, you talk about hot. Getting the job done.
Coomer continues his professional hitting. That's a sacrifice fly. That's exactly what the Cubs needed in that spot. He drives in his 42nd run. Holding at first is McGriff. The Cubs now lead 4-2. And it's over in Atlanta. The Braves have beaten Houston 6-5.
All right. All right.
Here's Matthews taking high. So the Cubs, if they can hang on to this lead, they'll have a 2.5 game lead in the Central Division. Good to be back home.
Oh, it's wonderful.
And it's good to see Houston on the road. The Astros beginning a trip, 3 in Atlanta and then 3 in Florida this weekend. The Cubs are home all week. Matthews takes outside. It's 2-0.
Well, it'd be nice to give Tapani a win here.
That's right. He is still the pitcher of record on the positive side.
Yep.
He left for the pinch hitter Tucker to start the inning. Kevin due for a few breaks. Here's the 2-0. Fly ball center field. Pierre is right there, and he'll make the catch to end the inning. But the Cubs score 3, and at the end of 7, Cubs 4, Colorado 2.
So, what's the secret? How have you guys made it work so long?
We have a deep, almost spiritual connection.
I'm his plumber.
It's like he knew my water heater needed a tune-up before I even asked. Like he's reading my mind.
That's not mind reading. That's just automated email reminders through constant contact that I send out to all my clients.
Wait, how many clients do you have?
Oh, I mean, I have a couple others.
With Home Chef, you're home free when you're craving a home-cooked meal. Our oven-ready meal kits are easy to make and even easier to love. When it comes to making dinner, fill in the blanks with Home Chef. Delicious, meat simple.
Get 16 free meals when you sign up at homechef.com.
Go deep with BetMGM, the best place to bet on every MLB game all season long. Live betting from the first pitch to the final out. Money lines, run lines, totals. However you like to play, BetMGM brings the heat. Boost your payoffs with Parlay Boost and cash in on every punch out and big fly. The best place to bet baseball is BetMGM. Now you're betting with the king of sports books. Sign up today and your first bet is risk-free up to $1,000 with bonus code HOMERUN.
Seems to us, your money should work as hard for you as you work for it. Maybe harder. But making the most of all you've been given isn't about you alone. So you shouldn't have to figure it out alone. At Thrivent, we've helped clients with advice, investments, insurance, banking, and generosity for over 100 years. For expert solutions that can help you live a life that's rich beyond money. See how your money can do more at Thrivent.com or text THRIVE to 444-555.
Now it's up to the Cub bullpen. Weathers to face the top of the order here in the 8th inning. Tapani allowed 2 runs on 6 hits in 7 superb innings. Not a single walk by Tapani tonight. 7 strikeouts, and it's his game to win. Pierre nothing for 3. This guy's having a good year, though. He's 4th in the league in the number of hits. He's had 135 hits. I didn't realize he was having that productive of a season until tonight. He fouls it away, and it's 0-1. Same 2 teams tomorrow. Jason Beret against John Thompson. That's tomorrow at 1:20 in the afternoon. Bring some sunscreen if you're going to be here. The 0-1. Fly ball right center. Sosa on the run in the alley. That ball is over his head and up against the wall. Rounding second, heading to third is Pierre with a triple to lead off the Colorado 8th inning. Juan Pierre, a leadoff 3-bagger. Driving one to right center. Sosa on the run, could not quite get there. And it's a leadoff triple. And now how big does Coomer's sacrifice fly look?
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I tell you, we can't have an easy one, Patrick.
No.
We just can't.
Not destined to be that way right now, Ron. Here is Jose Ortiz. 4-2 Cubs in the 8th. Cirillo on deck, and then Helton. Jeff Facero throwing in the pen. Presumably, it'll be his assignment to face Todd Helton later in the inning. Weathers to Ortiz. The stretch and the pitch. Line drive, left center field. That's a base hit. And that ball goes all the way to the wall. Rounding first and heading into second with a double is Jose Ortiz. Scoring is Pierre. And all of a sudden, it's a 4-3 ball game.
Ortiz just took another fastball and just ripped it.
So now the Rockies have the tying run at second with nobody out in the 8th inning. And the big boys coming up, Cirillo and Helton and Ochoa. Cirillo 1 for 3 tonight. In Atlanta, Maddox the winner, 15-6. Houston's losing pitcher, Nelson Cruz. He gave up the 3-run homer to Marcus Giles in the 6th inning. That was the game-winning hit. Steve Carsey had the save. Tomorrow night in Game 2 of that, Shane Reynolds against Tom Glavine. Weathers to Cirillo. Ground ball to the right side. Young gloves it and throws out Cirillo one away. But Ortiz moves up 90 feet. And now let's see what Don Baylor wants to do with Helton coming up.
I think Facero's ready.
Yeah. As we said earlier, Ronnie, it doesn't take much time tonight in this tremendous humidity to get ready if you are a bullpen guy.
That's it. That's it for Weathers.
Baylor's going to bring in Facero here in the 8th inning. All right, Todd Helton batting, tying run at third in the 8th inning. 4-3 in favor of the Cubs. Helton, great left-handed batting first baseman, has homered and doubled tonight. Infield in. One away in the tying run at third. Jeff Facero, the new Cubs pitcher. Here we go. Game on the line. Facero working on Helton. Lefty to lefty. Here's the pitch on the way, and Helton takes low and inside. Ball 1. Facero making his 61st appearance. He has worked in more than half of the Cubs games. Here's the 1-0. Helton takes inside. It's 2-0. Kyle Farnsworth throwing in the Cubs bullpen. This might be one of those cases where Facero faces only one batter.
Yeah. Oh, we're in the 8th. Flash in the ninth. Got to hold this lead, though.
One away in the tying run at third. 2-0. Facero to Helton. The pitch. Outside. It's 3-0.
Helton's going to have the green light here. I know that.
Alex Ochoa on deck. It got very quiet at Wrigley Field. The 3-0 pitch. Helton hits a high fly ball to right. Sosa's going to make the catch, but tagging is Ortiz. The catch by Sammy. The throw toward the plate, not nearly in time. Game tied at 4. Sacrifice fly, Todd Helton.
Well, he got a fastball, and fortunately enough, he didn't take it out of here.
But the game is now tied. 2 down, bases empty, and the batter is Alex Ochoa. Colorado battling back. The triple by Pierre, the double by Ortiz. Sacrifice fly by Helton. 4-4 in the 8th. Ochoa takes down low for ball 1. The Giants just scored 6 in the 10th inning at Cincinnati, and they lead the Reds 9-3. Barry Bonds has hit another home run. Is that 49 for him? 48. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Good change. 1-1. Cubs will have the lower third of their order due up in the bottom of the 8th inning. Ochoa nothing for 3 against Tapani. Takes down low, and it's 2-1. So the Rockies scoring twice against Dave Weathers here in the 8th inning. 2 down, nobody on, and the 2-1 pitch. Low, 3-1 to Ochoa. Tampa has defeated the Yankees 3-2. Yankees started the night with a 2.5 game lead over Boston in the American League East. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. Boston plays at Oakland later tonight. 3-2. As Ochoa swung and missed, full count on the right-handed batter.
Gotta be careful. This guy's got some pop.
7 home runs this season. Traded by Cincinnati to the Rockies before the deadline. Now the payoff. Fly ball deep center. Back goes Matthews. Still going back toward the wall. That ball is over his head and up against the 400-foot sign. And Ochoa has a double. Third extra base hit in the inning for Colorado. And the batter, Terry Shumpert. See if Don Baylor stays with Facero or goes to Farnsworth.
He's going to Farnsworth. He's got to go to Farnsworth.
Yep, here he comes. Pitching change will be made. Don Baylor is going to make, I think, a double switch. Yep, he will. We'll find out exactly what that double switch entails in a moment. Top of the 8th inning with Ron Santo, Pat Hughes at Wrigley Field. Game tied 4-4. A runner at second for the Rockies. That's Alex Ochoa. Terry Shumpert, right-handed batting left fielder, to face Kyle Farnsworth. 2 down in the inning. 2 runs in. No activity in the Colorado bullpen. Shumpert 2 for 3 against Tapani earlier. Right-hander to right-hander. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Good cut by Shumpert. It's 0-1. 0-1 on Shumpert. Game tied, 8th inning. The lead by Ochoa at second. And the 0-1 by Farnsworth. Ground ball left side. Gutierrez has it. Tough play. Throws to first. Got him. Bang, bang play. Excellent play by Gutierrez. The inning is over, but Colorado ties the game by scoring twice on 3 hits. We move to the bottom of the 8th inning. Cubs 4, Colorado 4.
We asked the key question, why can't they just get along?
I'm going to be tough in my negotiation, and I think they'll party.
We're now realizing, hey, this is actual humanitarian crisis. A sink was falling apart, a stove was falling apart. They need help.
When you look back at that March 2020, you know, how much we didn't know.
Very excited to engage this debate about the numbers and value.
Just using the word analytics, I think, really upsets people sometimes.
You start winning, someone is trying to steal what you have.
Let's keep that conversation going.
Now's the time for a healthy start. So let's move. Let's rest and recharge. And put our health first. Let's be well. To do that, let's eat well. Breathe deep. Find joy in the little moments. And do what we love with who we love. Together, let's live well. Advocate Healthcare.
Hey Cubs fans, think you're the biggest Cubs fan there is? Then tell us why by entering our Fan of the Week sweepstakes presented by Miller Lite, and you can win a chance to be featured in an upcoming episode of Cubs Live. Visit MarqueeSportsNetwork.com/fan today for more information.
No man, no woman, no one left behind. For the VFW, it's a credo that stands long after our fighting days are over. Because our service never stops. We're still serving, which is why we pledge to help our own, no matter where they are or when they need us. Standing in lockstep with those who stood so courageously for everyone else. It's what makes us the VFW.
And Miguel Cairo will lead off, so put the pitcher's spot now. Put Kyle Farnsworth in the number 5 spot in the Cubs order. Cairo to lead off the 8th inning. Dan Maselli pitching for Colorado. Game tied at 4. Cairo, Machado, and Tucker here in the 8th inning. Here's the pitch, and Cairo takes a strike. It's 0-1. Houston has lost their game to Atlanta. The Braves winning 6-5. The Cubs have a chance to pick up a full game and move 2.5 ahead. Ground ball foul toward third. Let's see if the Cubs can scratch out a run here in the 8th inning and let Flash Gordon come on in the 9th.
Got to do it right here, Patrick.
It's a good play by Gutierrez at short to end the top of this 8th inning.
Boy, it sure was. Because Shumpert gets down that line.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Cairo is out number 1. Got him on a fastball, 1 away. And here's Machado. The attendance tonight, 40,266.
You're kidding me. Did you announce ours?
Ron and I were very close in our guesses tonight. Ron guessed 40,000 exactly, and I guessed 40,004. There's a swing and a foul back, and the count 0-1. So by just 4, I edged you out tonight, Ron.
Oh, don't patronize me. Don't do that. Just don't do it. I just edged you out by 4. I'm only down 18,000. Can't believe it.
1 away. Nobody on. 4-4 tie. Machado takes high. Let's see if Robert can get on and get something going here in the 8th.
Well, those judges talked into that. They must have been friends with us.
Talking about the new format?
Yes. New format.
Randy Hundley has served as one of those judges. Nice to see Randy. He's in our booth tonight. Here's a line drive, shallow left center field. Pierre coming on, makes the catch. 2 down. 2 gone, and the batter Michael Tucker in a 4-4 tie in the 8th. Always nice to see the Rebel.
It's always nice.
Kind of a heroic figure. Reminds a lot of us of the late, great John Wayne.
The way he walked. Always limping.
Now Marcel Latchman out to the mound to talk to Dan Maselli about Michael Tucker. Flash Gordon getting ready just in case Michael should hold a one. Gabe White, veteran left-hander, warming in the Colorado pen. 4-4 tie, last of the 8th. It looked like the Cubs took control of the game with a 3-run rally in the 7th. Fred McGriff a clutch 2-run single. Ron Coomer a sacrifice fly, but Colorado came right back in the top of this 8th inning and lashed out 3 extra base hits and tied the score with Ortiz and Helton driving in the runs. Tucker takes a strike.
You know, Maselli's another guy that takes forever. He likes to pose on the mound. See how he crosses that leg there, looks in, takes his picture.
Tucker takes low in the count, 1-1.
Walks off the mound, rubs the baseball, walks back up to the rubber. I'd be at the plate, I'd say, throw the ball.
Maselli with an ERA of over 6 this season.
That's why he doesn't want to throw the ball.
The 1-1, Tucker takes high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Breeze still blowing out. The ball carrying tonight at Wrigley.
The heat's getting to me.
This booth does get extremely hot in conditions like this. Thankfully, we have these gigantic fans. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Line drive. That's a base hit to right. A single for Tucker. A soft line drive over the head of Jose Ortiz. So Tucker with good speed. The go-ahead run. Here in the 8th inning, the batter Eric Young.
Well, I thought I heard you say that you were going to go out and buy. Buy. Do you understand that? Buy.
How do you spell that word exactly, Ron?
Some one big fan for these kind of scorchers. But evidently you were willing and never got to it.
Here's Eric Young, and thanks for reminding me. Game tied at 4 in the 8th. Young 1 out of 3 with a double. Takes high. Would Tucker think about stealing a base hit?
I would definitely have Tucker thinking about stealing. In the 8th inning here, most definitely.
Outfield deep for Colorado. They don't want any ball hit over their head in this spot. Game tied at 4 in the 8th. The former Rocky Eric Young waits and takes high. 2-0.
You know, Maselli can get wild. Got 14 base on balls and 35 innings pitched.
Flash Gordon, he's ready if needed in that Cubs bullpen. 4-4 tie in the 8th. Cubs with a chance to move 2.5 in front of Houston and maintain a 7-game lead over St. Louis. Young takes a strike, 2-1. The Cardinals were a winner up in Montreal tonight, 3-1. The Giants beat Cincinnati 9-3 in 10 innings. Philadelphia beat San Diego 7-3, so the Phils stay 3 games behind Atlanta. 2-1. Tucker not running. Young swings and misses. 2-2. Now Maselli gets the target from the catcher Mel Hughes. And the 2-2. Fastball got him looking. Strike 3 called. Inning over. Cubs do not score. We've played 8. It's the Cubs 4, Colorado 4.
I love it. The technology is easy. I just wear a little sensor and that's it. The Dexcom sends my glucose readings to my receiver every 5 minutes, and I can also get it on my smartphone.
It's totally private. No one knows.
Now it's easier being able to see what your numbers are at any time of the day.
You don't have to prick your fingers at all. It's amazing.
It really helps you take control of your life.
When you have technology that's easier to control, that can scale across all your clouds,
We got that, right?
Yeah, we got that.
it's easier to be an innovator. So you can do more incredible things.
Five-hour energy, because the open road is calling. And you'll need to feel alert and energized to go the distance. Go with 5-hour energy for every road trip.
From bridges and trains to iconic high-rises, have you ever wondered who's powering Chicago? Unlike our sports heroes, they go unnoticed. Yet they proudly keep our businesses, homes, and great city running. IBEW Local 134 electricians and the electrical contractors have the experience, training, and reliability to keep Chicago open for business.
FanDuel and the PGA Tour have teamed up. Now you can get more action out of every stop on the tour. Bet on all your favorites from who makes the cut to who wins it all. Then keep betting with updated odds until the last putt falls. And payouts are always fast and secure. Bet the PGA Tour and make every moment more with FanDuel Sportsbook. Right now, new customers get a $1,000 no-sweat first bet. Get up to $1,000 back in free bets if your first bet doesn't win.
Miller Lite has more taste and only one more calorie than Michelob Ultra.
The Rockies will have a new catcher coming on in the bottom of the ninth inning. Juan Uribe is on deck, and then the pitcher spot. Farnsworth got the final out in the eighth inning. Big right-hander set. Kicks that leg and fires. The pitch, strike, 0-1. Norton's got some power, and he's got 3 pinch hit home runs this season. That's what Buddy Bell is thinking about in this spot. Buddy, the manager of Colorado. 0-1 pitch fouled away, and it's 0-2. Overall, Norton hitting .258, 11 home runs, 28 RBIs. He's a switch hitter, and all of his home runs are from this left side. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called right down Broadway. 1 away. Justin Spire, former Cub and the son of former big league infielder Chris Spire, throwing in the Colorado bullpen, so we'll probably see him in the bottom of the ninth inning.
Yeah, Justin Spire came up in the Cub organization, and he signed as a catcher and became a pitcher. And he's got a good sinking fastball.
And he's going to face Gutierrez, Sosa, and McGriff in the bottom of the ninth inning. Game tied at 4. 1 away, nobody on. Uribe, the batter, the pitch. Swing and a miss, a half swing, but that'll cost him a full strike. That was one of those cases where he may have been looking for a fastball, but I think he was still surprised by how fast it was. You see a lot of check swings on guys that throw this hard.
And you see a lot of balls fouled off.
Swinging, there's a foul off to the right, 0-2.
It's hard to catch up to 98, 99, 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
Don't forget the Ron Santo cherished Teddy's figurine giveaway tomorrow. Fouled away off to the right. It's a 1:20 game tomorrow. For ticket availability, give the Cubs a call at 1-800-THE-CUBS.
Well, we got a fax, a 7 fax from Andrew Kuda. And he's a junior at McHenry High School.
Sounds like a smart kid. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball toward the middle. Gutierrez to his left, gloves it, fires to first, 2 down.
And it's on the theory of the light blue sky of Denver, which you can announce who's hitting.
2 down. Is this Larry Walker? Sure looks like Larry Walker. It is.
Well, I better not read this.
He could not play tonight because of an injured quad muscle in the upper leg, but he's healthy enough to swing, apparently.
Yes, and if he's healthy enough, look out.
Walker, great left-handed batter. Kyle Farnsworth ready. Game tied at 4, 9th inning. The pitch, fastball high.
And just to bring you up to date about this, my partner, Pat Hughes, felt that when we were in Colorado, he looked up to the sky and felt that it was a much lighter blue than any other place or state.
Fastball outside, 2-0.
And I kind of chuckled. Said, yeah, game must have been slow.
You disputed that fact.
Yes.
You said the sky is the same everywhere.
That's right. I mean, it'll change clouds, change colors and all that. But
2-0 pitch, chopper foul right side, 2-1.
It's the same sky is what I'm saying. But Andrew says here, I've been a Cub fan all my life and have been listening to you guys on the radio for the past 4 years. I remember when you were in Colorado this year and you guys, no, it wasn't you guys, it was Pat, made an observation that the sky in Denver is lighter than the sky in other parts of the U.S. And after this pitch, hopefully it's a strike.
Ball 3 to Walker, 3-1.
In Denver is lighter than the sky in other parts of the U.S. Well, I have a theory for why this is true. I'll wait for this pitch.
So it is true.
No, he has a theory.
Here's the 3-1 to Walker. High, that's ball 4. Walker draws the base on balls, and Juan Pierre is the batter. Let's see if Walker will run for himself with that tender leg. So far, nobody has come out of the Colorado dugout. I'd kind of be surprised if he was not healthy enough to play if he runs for himself.
Well, my point is he must be healthy enough to run, too, and he may run. He could steal a base. So you got to be careful here.
4-4 tie, top of the 9th. 2 down, a runner at first. Larry Walker will run for himself. Juan Pierre 1 for 4 with a triple his last time up. Farnsworth delivers. Chopper foul right side, 0-1.
So Andrew Kuda says the sky is blue because the dust particles in the atmosphere reflect the sunlight in such a way that the peak wavelength is in the blue part of the spectrum. Okay, if you can understand that, that's fine. Because the elevation is extremely high in Denver, there are less dust particles above your head.
That's what I was trying to say that night. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball strike. It's 0-2.
In the atmosphere. Therefore, the dust particles bend the sunlight into the same wavelength, but with less intensity because of the lack of dust particles.
Well, we hope Andrew enjoys his time at Harvard University someday.
Well, hold it.
Here's the 0-2 pitch to Pierre. Fouled away.
And he says here, therefore the sky in Denver appears to be lighter than in other parts of the United States, and your observation appears to be correct. Although I could not come up with an explanation for the color of the sky, I could come up with an explanation of the color of the sky. I still could not come up with an explanation why Ron is doing so badly in the tennis game.
Here's the 0-2 by Farnsworth on the way. Pierre takes high, 1-2. Game tied at 4, top of the 9th. 2 down, Walker at first.
Kuda, I don't buy this.
Andrew, it says a straight A student.
Absolutely. If he could fool you.
Oh, I don't think it takes much to fool me. 1 and 2. Farnsworth ready. Kicks and fires. Line drive, shallow left, coming on, and diving is Tucker. Did he make the catch? Yes! Great diving catch. Michael Tucker in left field. He took a base hit away from Juan Pierre. The inning is over. Colorado does not score. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Cubs 4, Colorado 4.
Can you believe this? Doug Flutie and Frank Thomas. You guys look great. Once I turn 40...
Let me guess, less energy, less drive?
Definitely.
It's not your fault. It happens to every man. Testosterone levels drop as you age.
Happened to you guys?
Yep.
So what did you do?
We got Nugenix Total T.
To get your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, text GENT to 369-369. This unique man-boosting formula is powered by Testofen, a patented key ingredient clinically researched to help increase testosterone levels.
That does it. I gotta get Nugenix.
Just send a text for a complimentary bottle. And by the way, she'll like it too.
Get your complimentary bottle of Nugenix now. Text GENT to 369-369. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, with key ingredients to help you get back in shape fast, absolutely free. That's GENT to 369-369.
The delicious Domino's pizza you're looking at is actually yesterday's leftover Domino's pizza. How'd we do it? Simple. We took it fresh out of a Domino's oven. We put it in a Domino's box, put that box in a Domino's bag, put that bag in a Domino's car, drove that car to Stacy's house, rang her doorbell, delivered her pizza. Then we kind of did nothing all night, came back in the morning and used her leftovers to get this perfect shot.
Say what? You made a Domino's commercial with my leftovers? Can you clean up this kitchen while you're at it?
We don't know where things go. So get 2 medium, 2-topping pizzas delivered for $6.99 each. Enjoy one tonight, love one tomorrow.
The sooner I get old, the faster I can get a construction loan to double my space. And that means a brighter future.
Getting old means we got the financing to go from micro to macro.
As a doctor, I recommend getting old. That's how I expanded my operations. Just a little, medical humor.
Introducing Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter.
You're never too old to get old. Lights off.
Old National Bank. Get old.
We move to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Cubs need a run to pick up a game in the standings. Houston has lost. Justin Spire, the new pitcher. Gutierrez bats and lines a base hit to center. First pitch swinging. Ricky Gutierrez lashing a base hit to center. And here comes Sammy Sosa. Spire has allowed 5 home runs in 22 innings of work with Colorado. Sosa batting. Game tied at 4, bottom of the 9th. Here's the pitch. Sammy lines onto the left field line, a base hit. Shumpert over to cut it off. Gutierrez will stop at second. He stopped at second as the throw came in. Back-to-back singles. Sosa lashing a base hit to left. Now the Cubs with a great scoring chance. And here is Fred McGriff. Gabe White, a left-hander throwing in the pen. And Marcel Latchman will make the change. Spire delivered 2 pitches. They were both lined for singles. We'll take a timeout. Fasten those seatbelts. Bottom of the 9th inning. The fans are on their feet here at Wrigley Field. The game is tied at 4. Ricky Gutierrez, the runner at second. Sammy Sosa at first. Nobody out. Gabe White, who has had an ineffective season, as his ERA of 6.47 would indicate, is the new Rocky pitcher, and he'll face Fred McGriff. Lefty against lefty.
Now, we always think about the fact that they do pitch in Coors Field, so there is that problem. But that's a point, wouldn't you say? So he's got a 5 ERA, which is
Still ineffective.
High. Yes.
McGriff, remember, cracked a 2-run single against the other left-hander, Mike Myers, back in the 7th. 40,000 on hand tonight. Game tied at 4 in the 9th. Here's the pitch. McGriff fouls it away. Good swing. It's 0-1. Shumpert, Pierre, and Ochoa left to right in the outfield. The new catcher, by the way, is Sal Fasano, F-A-S-A-N-O. And Gabe White, the new pitcher. The 7th pitcher to work for the Rockies tonight. The 0-1 to McGriff. High for a ball. It's 1-1.
You know, speaking of Shumpert, of course, he was a Cubby at one time and a great, great guy. But how about that play? Sammy nailed that ball. He was over there, got in front of that ball, and made a heck of a throw to third. Because I thought Gutierrez would be coming over, but I'm glad he didn't.
1 ball, 1 strike on McGriff. And the pitch. McGriff swings and misses. And the count 1-2. Joe Girardi, a pinch hitter, is on deck. Nobody out, bottom of the 9th. Cubs and Colorado tied at 4. McGriff walked and flied out, grounded out, and cracked a 2-run single. Gabe White, the left-hander, ready. And the 1-2 pitch. Stroked foul, deep to left, out of play. We'll do it again. It's a good swing with 2 strikes by McGriff.
Well, what I like about that swing, this is a big man, and he does not strike out a lot because he protects the plate with 2 strikes. Those are the good hitters. And that's exactly right, Pat. That pitch right there, it's too close to take. It might have been a ball, but he fouls it off.
The shortstop, Uribe, way over near the bag. There's a big hole on the left side. The 1-2 pitch. Check swing on a high fastball. It's 2-2. No swing. He did hold up in time. Gutierrez trying to get a big lead, but with Uribe, the shortstop position right behind him, he really can't get too big of a lead at second. Crowd taking up a Freddie chant. It's 2-2. Here's the pitch. McGriff hits a fly ball down the left field line. Slicing foul, and that ball is out of play. Still 2-2.
Well, Fasano going out there to talk to White, say that ball was up and out over the plate. You don't want to do that.
Shumpert was way off the left field line. Now that McGriff has fouled a couple of balls in that direction, he's not quite as far over into left center. 4-4 tie, bottom of the 9th inning. Cubs with a great chance. Runners at first and second, nobody out. And the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Got him on a fastball, 1 away.
Yeah, a high fastball.
The batter is Joe Girardi. Girardi will be a pinch hitter in this spot. Flash Gordon is throwing in the Cubs bullpen down the left field line. One away, runners at first and second, and here's Girardi. Matthews on deck. Girardi 1 out of 3 as a pinch hitter this season.
Fasano, you know, Joe runs well. If he laid one down the third base line, he'd have a base hit.
Cirillo about 10 feet behind the bag at third. Gabe White ready. Runners at first and second. The pitch down low for a ball in the dirt. 1-0. Girardi, a former Colorado Rocky. Of course, Don Baylor, the former Rockies skipper. Don, the winningest manager in Colorado history. He managed over 900 games for Colorado. 1-0 on Girardi. 4-4 tie in the ninth. And the pitch. Girardi lines into left field. It's a base hit. Gutierrez around third. He's going to try to score. The throw by Shumpert. Gutierrez falls down. He gets back to second. The throw to second not in time. Now they're running Girardi back toward first. Girardi being run towards second. Now Gutierrez gets back to third. The throw to first for Girardi. He's in a rundown. Gutierrez trying to score. The throw to the plate. He slides. He's safe. Cubs win. Cubs win. Cubs win. Cubs win. Cubs win. Unbelievable play. Cubs win. The Cubs win. What a finish. One of the craziest final plays I've ever seen. We're still getting a scoring on that last play. I'll try to recap it, Ronnie, as best we can from what we recall. Joe Girardi, with runners at first and second, singled into left field. Ricky Gutierrez was going to try to score. He rounded the bag at third. Halfway to the plate, he tripped and fell on the grass. The throw by Shumpert from left came to the plate. Gutierrez, Fasano, the catcher, saw that there were two runners out at second base, Girardi and Sosa. So the throw by Fasano went to second base. Sosa got back to the bag at second, but Girardi was then in a rundown between first and second. Eventually, Joe was tagged out after a long rundown. He did a great job to stay in that pickle for as long as he did, but he was eventually tagged out near first by, I believe, Todd Helton.
Yes.
The first baseman.
Yes.
Helton then, as he was tagging Joe, Ricky Gutierrez, the runner at third, broke for the plate. The throw by Helton to the catcher Fasano appeared to be in time. Very, very close play. Gutierrez came around the outside of the plate, tagged the plate, and
didn't he dive?
I thought he with his left hand running. I still have not seen a replay on our
I've
monitor.
seen the replay. He was safe.
So Gutierrez, on a very close play, called safe by home plate umpire Angel Hernandez on one of the wackiest, most bizarre final plays of a ball game that I've ever seen.
Yes. First of all, I got a little bit upset, I guess, because I thought, oh my gosh, you know, a base hit like that, you just wait for that run to score. But Sammy was running and Joe was running. And I thought the only guy was Gutierrez. And believe me when I say this, it would have been awful close. Shumpert's got a good arm. He came up with that ball. Girardi hit the ball on the end of the bat. And if he goes, if Gutierrez does not fall, there's a close play at home plate. But fortunately enough, Gutierrez timed it perfectly. And I think the reason was his slide that we won this ball game, because he made an outstanding slide, tagging the base, and Fasano couldn't tag him out. It was a bizarre play, but we won the ball game.
Ronnie, the winning pitcher is Kyle Farnsworth. I still have not given the totals here and all the excitement and craziness of that last play. Farnsworth, the winner, 2 and 3. The losing pitcher would be Justin Spire, and his record for the Rockies will fall to 0 and 1. The game totals for the victorious Chicago Cubs: 5 runs, 11 hits, and no errors. For the Rockies, 4 runs, 9 hits, and no errors. The Cubs win game 1, 5-4 the final. And Ronnie, it's time for you to name the Cubs Chevrolet player of the game.
Well, that's going to be 2 guys. Fred McGriff that drove in 2 runs, and at that time the go-ahead run, and then Girardi's base hit. Even though Goody didn't score and Girardi didn't get an RBI, I got to give it to Joe, because after McGriff struck out, Joe came up and got a base hit, and that was the ball game. I've never seen anything like this, and winning this ball game might turn things around, and it's the way we won the ball game. So maybe tomorrow we could come to Wrigley Field and have a 10-1 ball game for a change.
Oh, what a finish, Ronnie.
What a finish.
Well, listen, drive safely on the way home.
I will, big boy.
That does it for this edition of Cubs Classics presented by Prevagen. Thanks for watching.